What they do this time?
Oh, they decided that because someone made a sex mod, they were going to include malicious crash code in their mod updates.
Oh, that asshole?
Yeah, well, no. Assholes. A whole
Oh, more
group of
people
them.
do that.
Multiple people added crash code to their mods, apparently.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that it crashes when it detects the mod in question that they don't like.
Yes.
Fuck them all. Ban them all.
They did. That's the problem. These were key mods that, like, more than half the community used. And with the update out, that means there's no mod anymore to use in the update. And so that's been frustrating. I have been slowly navigating my way through the unofficial updates produced by people who aren't garbage.
Unfortunately, your alternatives there are let the ban stand, which we need to do, or let people know that, yes, it's okay for you to put crash code, i.e. viral bullshit, into your mods, and you can just make a political statement that way.
I know the mods are being fixed, I know. Like I said, I downloaded the whole package to see what I can pick from it.
I really hate that we're pretty much in the cyberpunk dystopia, but we don't have the cool technology, and all of the corporate sabotage is actually happening in, like, the private sector, and by the private sector, I mean these people make no money, and they're just a bunch of crybabies making mods for free.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
yeah.
I don't get my corpo wars, so I can't grab a bucket of popcorn for that. I don't get my cool replaceable technology.
I can't even risk my life to make absurd amounts of money doing deniable spec ops.
Exactly, like, come on, are you fucking really gonna sit here and tell me that we can't get Pepsi versus Coca-Cola in the streets?
Oh man, never mind that.
Dystopia is this?
I want the was it Commando with Stallone and Snipes?
I think so, yeah.
The corporate wars in which Taco Bell won and became the supreme restaurant.
Yeah, that's Demolition Man.
Oh, Demolition Man. Why did I think it was Commando?
Oh yeah, Demolition Man.
I need to rewatch Demolition Man. I need to watch that. You know what? I'm gonna see if that's on Netflix. I think I got my next movie lined up.
That makes Demolition Man sound way more interesting than it actually is.
Also, it's so true though, because it's like, oh yeah, San Francisco and San Francisco and Los Angeles grew so big that their suburbs touched tips and they became a gay city.
Yeah, they just merged.
It's so fucking real. It's so fucking real. I mean, hell,
they're already doing that.
I mean, half the shit's already happening. You know, like fucking, we already have people going around thinking that all you need to do is touch the fingers of the other person, and that's just as good as having real sex.
Yeah,
except it's not. Except it's not the Puritan version. Sorry, Max.
Yeah. No, I know.
It's not the Puritan version of that interpretation, like Demolition Man. It's the dystopian version where you touched my fingers, you raped me.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd like to meet whoever made Netflix's algorithm, by the way, because I'm like, I want to watch Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have Demolition Man, but maybe you'd like Evangelion or Ready Player One. It's like, no, none of these are what I'm looking for. Equalizer 3 might fill that niche of, like, action movie.
Both of those are accurate suggestions for things that are comparable for a dystopian, cyberpunkish future.
But it's not what I want. Also, they're offering the Total Recall remake. It's like, why not just give me the original one? Why don't you just give me the Schwarzenegger one, you asshole?
Wait a minute.
Did
they remake Total Recall again?
Yeah.
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 What do you mean again? There was only the Total remake with Schwarzenegger and then the new remake.
That's what I'm asking. Did they remake it again? There's Total Recall. Then there was a remake of Total Recall a couple years ago. I'm asking if they remade it a third time.
The third time was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh
What the
shit,
fuck
that's
are you
right. I
talking
forgot
about?
Schwarzenegger wasn't the original.
No.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
No. It's the one that everyone remembers.
But yeah,
But,
I remember the whole thing because I very distinctly remember that movie because my father watched Total Recall when he was a young lad, and there was a new one coming out, and it was an action movie, and I was like, cool. I was like, Dad, do you want to go see a movie with me? Because my dad's cool, and I like doing stuff with him. I was also much younger. At
He
this
is
time.
pretty cool.
But I distinctly remember because we're both sitting there, we're watching this movie, and then bam, 3 titties. And we
Yeah.
both just kind of looked over at each other like, what? Like, you gotta remember, right? I was going to a Christian high school. So, like, to turn to my father and be like,
Wait, did they actually do the
yes,
3
they
tit
did the
women
3
in the
tits.
2012 remake? In the
Yeah.
2012 remake?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm kind of
It was
astounded.
right there.
I would have thought they'd have just ignored that.
Nope.
No,
Max,
Max,
someone was
2012.
really proud of that third titty. That
We-
digitally added third titty.
2012 was right before the era of. It was the ending of the era of irreverence.
I mean, there was nothing irreverent about that. Like,
No. The era of irreverence is the era Max, I, and you all grew up in where topics could be talked about without heavy political pressures. Like
When you could actually make a movie that didn't have to be political.
when your comedians could just be like, how about, this racial joke, and then this racial joke, and then this sexist joke, and everyone would just be like, oh, those are good jokes. They're jokes because they're funny.
Yeah, and when, if something was political in there, it wasn't the focus.
Right.
It just
Or
happened
is
to be
making
there.
fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the algorithm is also claiming that because I want Demolition Man, I should also check out Delicious in Dungeon or Beverly Hills Ninja. I'm
Yeah, no.
no, I
Why
don't
is-
think so,
why-
algorithm.
why is the Matrix not the first suggestion?
Does it have the Matrix?
Yes, it's in the suggestions, but it's not in the first row. It's in
Now-
the fourth.
Now, to be fair, the
That's
people
stuff that
watching
you're-
Total Recall and Demolition Man probably also are autistic nerds who are watching Delicious in the Dungeon.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm glad that that series is getting the respect it deserves because I found it when it was still a manga.
Nice,
It
nice.
was
I'm
pretty-
still
it was
downloading
pretty
it, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah. I have not watched any anime for at least 6 to 8 months now, at minimum. So, what was
you
the-
know what?
If you're gonna put it on the list.
It's going on the list, and it's going to be there on that list for at least another 10 years.
Yep.
Excuse you, why is Minority Report in there?
Why not?
I don't know. That's IMDb.
He searched for Total Recall.
I know. Anyway,
I think it's suggested because it's similar.
yeah, so
Well,
the era of
I think
irreverence.
there's an episode title.
Yes.
And then the start of the next era, well, I would say around 2013, because the ending of the era of irreverence was making fun of Tumblrites. And I guess there's you saw the decline era, I guess, but with the decline of the era of irreverence, you had the rise of victimhood era, which was definitely 2013, 2014, which is where Gamergate kicked off. So, I was laughing at Tumblrites for a long while, at least until, 2015, right, Max? 2015, 2016?
Oh, nah, bro. That started, at the start of 2013.
No, I know when it started. I said when I finished, when I stopped doing it. That was,
Oh, when did you leave college?
2016.
Then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The victimhood era definitely started with Gamergate. Definitely possibly the biggest movement that affected how media was portrayed in terms of what jokes and whatnot was acceptable in books. And Jesus Christ, can I just say, all modern books are depressing. There's so many like TikTok has invented this new thing. TikTok and Twitter have invented this new thing called Safe Dash. I don't know if you guys have heard about this.
No.
Okay, so it's like safe horny, right? Safe dash horny. Or yeah, or like safe dash violence. Yeah, it's this really weird shit where you only put in acceptable forms of violence or horniness into a medium of art, whether that's a book, movie, or whatever, where it's like, oh, it's safe to be horny for this person because you're white and the character's white and she is moderately fat and was wearing full clothes. That's safe horny.
I have never heard of anything that fucking stupid in my life.
Yeah, like I said.
Okay, you knew they added woke points to it.
Well, no, because like it doesn't count as safe horny if you're white and the person in question is a minority.
Oh, it's even more exclusive.
Yeah, so like I said, so safe horny specifically is a thing that you individually are allowed to be horny for in accordance to the current societal opinions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a
Also block your parents' Netflix. You're roboting out.
I'm a pretty boring white dude, so I doubt I'm ever gonna run into anything like this.
I mean, you also don't use Twitter, so I mean, you don't really have to be concerned about it at all.
Well, yeah.
Also, you don't read modern books. Yeah, being racist challenge, but your opponent's a leftist. Yeah. It's just baffling. And then you also have like safe violence and like safe friendship, where
safe friendship.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Well, we call that queering now. It's called safe queer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's where you and a friend are. Well, we don't use friends anymore. Friend is apparently not allowed anymore because people on Tumblr don't know how to make friends. So it's not, you're not friends with people anymore. You're in a non-romantic platonic relationship.
Shut the fuck up.
The actual shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's it's really painful to look at this shit, and it has someone I forget, I don't have the link to the video now. It was one of the hundreds of videos I put on when I work. But effectively, someone broke it down for me in that it's like they're pointing to all of these parts of media now that have been infected by this idea because they're trying to advertise, obviously, to the up-and-coming generation of people with too much money and too little sense. Which...
Please stop.
No. And so, like, this safe violence is only certain kinds of violence is allowed, and only if it's from certain groups to other certain groups.
Yes. Of course.
You know, as Killionaire and I were talking earlier about how in Star Sector you can genocide entire sections of the galaxy, and you can wipe out entire, I guess you could even call them ethnicities of people, but raping someone, that's a stage too far, according to some mod authors. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not on the side of the people who made the rape mod. I think that's super cringe. I think it's especially cringe that they went out of their way to make cross-mod content where they specifically target female mod authors and include them in their rape mod as characters to rape.
Oh, okay. See, now you've gone beyond cringe. Now you've gone to literal harassment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's... I can understand why the mod authors got pissed at the mod. Now, and to be clear, it's not just a rape mod. Nia's a guy, okay, whatever. They included their character in it, and you rape them. Okay, trans, oh, well, at least you can't accuse the authors of being transphobic. Because they were inclusive in their sexual relations.
Jesus.
I can accuse them of still being a fucking asshole, though.
Yeah, don't bring real people into shit like that.
But
That's
yeah,
just,
I mean, it's just in general, you know, it's just a polite thing in general of, I'm gonna make a mod where you can romance characters. Someone adds another mod to the game that adds characters to the game. As the person who is making the romance mod, just say, hey, I see you've added characters to the game. Can I do cross-mod compatibility and add them in to my mod as a thing that can be turned on if they are also using your mod? Like, that's just being nice, you know? You don't have
But if
to
they
ask
say,
for
no,
permission.
I don't want that in my mod for this character,
Yeah.
tough titties.
Yeah, and I mean, yes, technically speaking, can they do it anyway? Yes, you're both using mods for a game you don't own. But it's just being polite. It's not being a massive gargantuan prick. And it's just, I don't... And it's like I said to Killian earlier as well. When one mod author came out and decided that they didn't want people, the same mod author that they had the rape scenes for, came out and said, and added code to their mod that would prevent people from adding ships to a faction they created. And I said, and then they got shit for it, and I was like, I totally understand that. If you're like, hey guys, I have created this new faction. They use these ships. They are balanced in this way. Don't add anything to this. This is the little ecosystem I've created for this faction. Do not add to it.
No. You made an open source mod. Let me add things to this faction if I want to change it. You don't get to say that.
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
because it's
Yes,
my
you do.
Yes, they do.
game.
They made it.
They do. And I responded with, if the game makers came out and said, hey guys, this hegemony faction we've made, they have these sorts of ships, this is how we've balanced them, we prefer if you didn't add more ships to hegemony. You can make all the factions you want, make all the ships you want, just don't make more hegemony ships. I would be like, all right, lame. I'm not on the side of like, oh, we gotta respect the devs' wishes. Lame. It is. But I understand. If you're trying... if you're trying to sell a certain feel to how this faction works on combat level, I can understand if you're like, hey guys, you aren't the creators of this faction, so you don't know the vision I'm going for in every fiddly aspect of it. You adding ships to this faction without knowing that information would ruin the feel in my artist's opinion. I get that. I understand. Again, lame, but I understand. And yeah, is this character an author insert? Yes. Is it cringe? Yes. Is it cringier to invent real person fan fiction about you raping them because you don't like the mod author? Yes. You're worse.
Like, you're so pathetic if you do that. Like,
it's like, just don't use their mod then. Like, oh, but I want to use their mod, but I don't want their self-insert in there. Well, they're the fucking author of the mod, so they get to do that. That's how it goes. There's a lot of mods out there for whatever. You know, Skyrim, for Mountain Blade, for everything. That I'm like, oh, well, I like that portion of the mod, but that portion of the mod is just too much for me. I don't want to use it. I'm not going to use the mod.
Or just don't use the part that has the stupid shit in it.
I mean, you can't always cut it out because sometimes, depending on the coding wise, sometimes it's like an integral part of it. But
Yeah.
Either way, that is the third option of download the mod, edit the parts out you don't want to use if you can even manage that, and then use it. But like, don't expect people to help you then when it's like, guys, I've deleted this core part of the mod because I didn't like it. Can you help me make it work anyway? Everyone's going to be within their right to tell you to fuck off.
I seem to recall that this mod stores its images separate from everything else. You could go in and change the fucking image for this and make it whatever, look like whatever you want.
You can change the avatar,
and then it's no
to
longer
whatever
the
you want.
author insert.
Yes, you can, but that's not always possible with every mod. Like, it's
true.
In this specific instance, this specific character model is this specifically able to be modified. But that's very rare to every other mod that you might have a problem with. Of like, oh, well, I don't like this shit.
Sure.
I don't like the stats, or it's like, oh, yeah, I don't like how this rebalances the economy, but I like the weapons it adds. Sometimes it is removable, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes, there's plenty of people out there that have made mods that are just like, here is the standalone weapons from this one mod, or here's this one part from this one mod, because a lot of people said, hey, I like this a lot, but I don't like the rest of it. Can I just have one of those things? And so, like, it exists.
When
it's
mod
possible.
authors do that, they listen to their community and go, okay, I'll split out the parts everybody likes, and you can use whatever you like.
Right, but I mean, sometimes it's not always possible. Like, SFO, Steel and Faith overhaul for Warhammer. Pretty much all the parts of SFO are intrinsically balanced on the rest of the parts of SFO, and if you don't like one part of SFO, good luck, because SFO is already fucking unstable. You chunking bits out of it, making it more unstable.
SFO is first of all, it's already a balance nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, which is why KSAR made his Ashes of the Domain mod in the 3 parts. Yeah, dude, Ashes of the Domain. This dude made a fucking website. Did you see that shit? This dude made his own whole ass advertisement website. Like, let me bring it up because I just this isn't even like a low quality website.
Oh, this dude went all in.
This dude went all in.
Damn.
Like, it's got like a whole loading screen, expertly done CSS, the fucking slides come in from the sides as it's like, what the fuck?
Ooh, boy, that ooh.
Yeah, like the production quality on it, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, for this? Like, for 3 mod downloads? Like, what? But I mean, yeah. Oh, he's making a 4th module. I'm sure people fucking love him. Don't get me wrong. This is a massive upgrade to the immersion of the stories you can create in Star Sector. So effectively, in Star Sector before this mod, you took a planet and you just had farming tech, and you just had mining tech, and you just had refinery tech, and you just had it. Like, there's no effort to get it, or to unlock through the stages of it, or do anything.
Yeah, sounds good.
For a second there, I was really confused. I thought Killian Air posted fucking fauna as part of the screenshots, and I was like, what the hell does fauna have to do with this new Star Sector mod?
He included her, obviously.
With gates to the Orion sector. This dude's making a whole separate map?
Oh my god.
And that's for us.
Oh my god.
He sounds like an artist.
Yes, that is one. Also, those ships are fucking pretty as hell. That is another reason
Look
for
at the colors.
overlaid over the main one. Interesting. The good part about Star Sector is that it does attract a massive amount of autists, which means that you get a lot of ship autists who are like, no, these are how my ships will look, and they will be intricately designed with moving parts and very precision balance.
Nah, fuck it, balance shit. I want to blow shit up.
I mean, that is truly the end goal of every real Star Sector player. I'm just talking about the Star Sector modders. Because it's always been my opinion that the true end game of Star Sector, once you have achieved peak colonial development, is to fund all of your money into building a gargantuan death fleet, in where you shoot really big fucking lasers and blow up people.
Yes. Obviously. What game mode is that? The building up shit.
What do you mean? Oh no, it's the final tier. So basically, Star Sector is broken into a three-part story, where you start off with your starter fleet, and you have to either just trail behind battle sites and pick up relic hulls and derelict craft to build your fleet up, or you do some minor trolling and commit tax fraud, or you fund the pirates and you fund the terrorists to earn gargantuan amounts of money off of them, or you take up a mercenary lifestyle and fight for one of the major factions to start earning money and ships underneath your banner. And then the stage 2 is the colonial stage, in where the colonial / exploration stage, where you try and scour the sector to find a great place to build a colony in. And then the third and final stage of the story is post-colonial, in where you're effectively a faction in your own right. You're earning money hand over fist, and it's basically you turn into a rogue trader levels of wealth, and where it's like, oh, this item is $60 million? Easy.
Okay.
That's only
Is it $60 million? I'll take 3.
it's only a mere 3 months of my colony's profits.
But sir, the colony is starving. I thought we were buying them bread. They can make it 4 months.
No, not even, no, because actually, that's another cool thing with Star Sector, is the planets, the higher their stability is, the more money they make.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of places are just like, oh, your stability's in the negative. What does this do? Nothing! It's like, oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, in Star Sector, the higher the stability, the better the fleets, the better the ships that the fleet get produced for the fleets, the more money they make, the more people are willing to trade, etc., etc. These are the most well-known capitals and super capitals in the modverse. Yeah, some of these are fucking pretty. Yeah, some of these are really fucking pretty. I wish I could get the domain one. I only know some of these, actually. Goddamn. That's a space station. Father, forgive this man, he has sinned. That one might take a bit. Yeah. I like the cherry. Yeah, the cherry. That one's a nice one. Yeah, there's the Zoog one for whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. Kesar's just starting on the new module. Well, I mean, hey man, I've been here since the start. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime fast, so... Yeah, I recognize, like, maybe half of these. Yeah, there's the Luddic Church and their repainting of the Exploratorium vessel. The choo-choo train, yeah. Some of these are real good, some of these I know. Yeah, some of these are great. I've flown them before. They're very fun, and you know the real true endgame is just I have a big fucking ship. I can support the exorbitant resource cost of said big fucking ship, and I will now inflict immense amount of pain upon you with the
I can
big
afford a Super Star
fucking
Destroyer.
fic. With the big fucking.
And I'm making it your problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Selkie's recent. Oh, this is all of Selkie's. Yeah. Yeah, I recognize most of these. Yeah. Oh, he's making variants of those now. Nice. Yeah, no, I mean it's cool shit. You know, there's some really fucking cool aesthetics to the modverse of the Star Sector. But yeah, like I said, it's all about these people wanting to tell their little stories with their factions, and people make it weird, and it's just like I don't know, man. It's just. I just want people to stop making it weird. Just fucking make the mod and enjoy it.
They have opinions.
I know. I don't want people to have opinions anymore because they're all stupid.
People shouldn't be allowed opinions based.
Yeah, I think you need to pass a intelligence test to have opinions. I think that's the new rule should be. You need a minimum IQ to have an opinion legally.
Yes.
Also, age limit. You have to be above 16.
Yes.
People will never stop making it weird. I know. I'm unfortunately aware of this bit of depressing information.
It will continue to be weird.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I have one more bit of depressing information to pass on to all of you here. I want you to take a good look at your mouse cursor, and I want you to realize that your mouse cursor is not aligned.
Yep.
Aligned with what?
The pointer of the mouse cursor.
No, mine is.
No, the stem of the mouse cursor is not aligned, unless you're, of course, on a Linux and using a custom mouse cursor, but...
Oh, you mean the fact that it's at an angle?
No, the Windows mouse cursor is the stem of the mouse cursor is not aligned with the tip. The stem is at a random angle.
Oh, you mean the trailing bit on the end?
Yeah, the stem, yeah. Yeah, you see it, yeah.
That's the Windows thing.
And you can't unsee it now. Congratulations. So whenever you look at that mouse, you'll know.
Because it uses bits and not, you know.
No, it has nothing to do with bits. No.
I don't think that's going to affect anyone in this chat the way you're hoping it will, Sneaky.
Yeah.
I hope it would have. Nah, that's unfortunate. But what will affect everyone in this chat
Shit.
is Team Ruby, a Team Ruby story. Sorry, Ruby.
Excuse you?
Oh, wait, he just threw an extra V in there?
Yeah.
Ooh, Wooby?
The Ruby. After a chance encounter in Vacuo, Crow brings back an orphan. And now multiple Ozpins, Ozpins, plural, Ozpini, finds himself with a new student in the middle of the school year, because that you can just do that, apparently. You can just pick up an orphan and bring him to a college and say, hey, take in this orphan.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
If I was Ozpin in that situation,
Yeah.
the way the conversation goes is Crow's like, so I picked this up. So like, well, I'm glad you took that step forward and adopted, Crow. I'm so proud for you. No, I need to inherit, Crow.
No.
I'm astounded at your responsibility. It's gonna be rough as a parent, but we are here to help. I'll get you some manuals. You still make those, right?
Oh no.
Every time Crow tries to say something about leaving the kid at Beacon, he just gets stonewalled with more congratulations.
Or even better, of Crow showing up with the kid and being like, so I found him on my mission, and Ozpin just looks at Crow, looks at kids, sips coffee. Crow, times have changed. We don't do human trafficking anymore.
Yeah, times have changed since your sister was last at school, Crow.
If you need help with that, go to your sister. Sips coffee. With every first-year team full, what is a headmaster to do but ruin one of them? He did wonder how a team of 5 would work at Beacon. How much can change? So here's one thing, he would do that. See, the thing is about Ozpin is that he's the sort of guy, he was portrayed as the sort of guy that finds a way and then just does that.
Yes.
He refines that way, but he doesn't move past that way. He doesn't go, what if I add a 5th person to the teams? Because, first off, destroying team composition is a great way to get people killed. And if you're training special forces, and your decision directly causes their teammates to get killed, their teammates that they, bonded with over the course of 4 years plus. Well, that's a great way to not be in a position of power anymore and instead be 6 feet in the dirt. So Ozpin wouldn't be like, I wonder, could I fuck up some shit? Because Ozpin's not lol so random. He's just very boomery. Like,
yes.
The fact of the matter is that Ozpin asked the Spirit of Knowledge, how do I beat Salem? And the Spirit of Knowledge said, you don't. And Ozpin not only took it at face value, but never tried again. Didn't ask alternative questions of, can someone beat Salem? Will someone be able to beat Salem? No.
Can we maybe find a way to seal her?
Yeah, no sealing, no debuffing, no distracting. Just, can I beat her? No. Oh, okay, she's unbeatable. Okay, well, that's a very structured, set in stone mindset. Not the sort of person that would just be like, oh, I got 5 people. Oh.
Yeah. I will say that might make for a fun little one-shot crackfic though. Like, Ozpin's question changes. The question is there a chance to repair the relationship with my ex?
Yes.
Thus begins a 5 to 10,000 word one-shot in which he tries to woo his ex-wife and get her to stop trying to destroy the world by summoning the brother gods back. Because that doesn't fix anything. Also, let's be real. Miles and Carrie aren't smart enough to realize this, but if she succeeds in summoning them, they're not going to kill her. They'll just destroy Remnant and be like, all right, cool. Have fun on this rock for the rest of your eternity.
We're gonna turn
Yeah.
off the sun now too.
They don't turn off the sun. They just grab it and it's like, this is mine.
Will Ruby's final shot be a storyboard drawing? Better than Metropolis? You never know.
I doubt they have a storyboard of any sort. For
No,
Volume
yeah,
10.
yeah. Implying they have a storyboard means they actually think they know what they're doing. But it's just also like, oh well, what? How can things change? So this is another thing I do want to say, is that I was always really thrown, I guess, by the portrayal of Ozpin in season 1 and the later on betrayals. Obviously, we have Monty guiding season 1 Ozpin and Miles and Carrie, Miles, Luna, Carrie. You know what? People who have last names that sound like first names should be shot. The problem gets solved super quickly.
Dude, I get frustrated when I meet someone whose first and last name are literally just last names. Like,
Oh, that
stop.
too. Yeah, it's like, oh
Jeez.
yeah, my name is Schumacher Martin. And it's just like,
Listen
Which
here,
one?
Mr. Smith Jones.
yeah,
Knock
Smith
it off.
Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking turn you into. Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly. Yeah.
Ozpin in volumes 1, 2, and 3 is very different from Ozpin in volume 4 onwards, and not for the right reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, Ozpin's in volume 1, 2, and 3 was sort of portrayed as the mysterious Wizard of Oz, and everything he did was done for a mysterious reason. Some of it was like a little bit more also randomy, but they did have moments where they're like, he's very deep and very philosophical and very, thoughtful about what he's doing and how he's doing it and why he's doing it. But you did have some of the luller random moments. Like, oh, I'm just gonna randomly adopt this fucking child.
Well, Ozpin's lol random moments were generally like small, maybe not well written, but decently written life lessons for the students as well.
Well, yes, but that's what I meant more in he's very philosophical. No, like those. Like, I'm talking the also random moments being, let's Ruby come into college 2 years early. Let's the team forming method is.
What?
Huh?
What do you mean? What do you mean they added material to volume 9? What is this shot?
What is?
True this.
Why are Ruby's boobs bigger than Yang? What the fuck? Ruby buff?
Oh, okay. They flattened.
Ruby's discovered a
Yang.
really weird use of her semblance where she can take other people's masks to add it to her own, I guess.
Oh, it's the corset. It's the corset doing all the work. If you've ever seen a corset, it will do shit like that. It will make it look way bigger than it is.
Or cease.
No one could. No one could ever prove Ruby was padding, because actually all she was doing was eating a lot of junk food for several weeks and then flower morphing it into a different location.
Yes.
That would be an actually like really interesting, just really stupid application of her power that would be hilarious.
Also,
Absolutely
actually, you know
hilarious.
what? They should have gone the route of Conan with Ruby.
What do you mean?
Conan from Naruto.
Oh, Conan.
Paper.
Okay.
Yeah,
Paper, yeah.
where she's made of roses now. Yeah, like she reaches a certain point with her semblance that she just is now made of roses.
Yeah, that.
You know,
Actually, yeah.
and I gotta say, Conan still remains one of my favorite Naruto characters for one reason only,
Her
which
death
is
moment. Yeah.
I spent months making ceiling tags to replace a fucking lake.
Yeah, I
In the hopes of
secretly
killing
dug
you.
out. I secretly dug out this entire lake and replaced the sea floor with 9 billion exploding tags. Get fucked, shit ass.
It's
Oh,
it's
no.
damn. All right, I respect it. I respect the grind that took.
Oh yeah,
Simplify.
it was 15 minutes of continuous instantaneous explosions. That's how many explosive notes she had. It was 15 minutes of continuous instant explosions.
Oh yeah, Obito did comment on that, didn't he? It's like, wow,
Yeah, and he
that-
straight up was like, man, if that had gone on for any longer, I would have actually died.
Oof.
Because he had the chakra ability to dodge attacks, and so he just
Yeah.
stayed dodging.
Just step attacks.
but God,
If that had actually gone on any longer than it did, I would have died.
she will forever remain in that little book of like, this is one of the most badass Naruto characters. You will never change my mind because she put in the work. Like, I will, if this doesn't work, well, I'll be dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, no, Ruby should have totally gone the route of Conan.
Since we know that it is possible for semblances to evolve and shit along with the owner, that could have made for an interesting version of Ruby down the line.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah, it would have been very cool.
Because we know that she could turn into petals, they gain super speed, they become massless, blah blah. It's like, okay, well, you never said she couldn't turn individual parts into petals, so
Right?
sure.
That would be great.
Like, here's the thing: if you have to train your aura to the point where it becomes a passive shield, surely semblances can do the same.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like,
Yes.
no, you know, Crow's semblance is clearly a passive one.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but it's one that he can't turn off. Like,
If Ruby's semblance
Like,
to that point, would she even be considered human anymore?
Mm.
Wouldn't her soul be effectively encroaching into her body? Yes. And again, that sort of shit.
Ruby with that.
Yeah, like that sort of shit would be a great end arc for Ruby. Like, that sort of stuff would be great. Like, you know, there's again, there is so many ways Rooster Teeth could have done it. And they fucked up every single time.
Of course they did.
But I mean, you know, classically, the answer to the question of is she really even human anymore is the answer is human isn't what you're born as, blah blah blah, or some shit like that. Effectively, you know, like the Parthenax dilemma, but reversed, I suppose.
It's the ship of Theseus.
Yeah, too.
If she replaces parts of herself with flowers over time, then is she still a person? Or is she still the same person?
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's a question.
Let's not scare them away with actual philosophical writing. All right, they're barely handling what they got right now.
What do you mean barely, Max?
Yeah.
They got shut down.
Yeah.
That's not barely. They're dead. But yeah. I mean, it's just like, you know, yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got Knight of the Sky, ADHD troglodyte. Actually, you know, before I am of mixed opinion.
That sounds like a meme account.
Probably. I'm of mixed opinion, by the way, of the whole mixed team that Juniper ended up being. Oh, but like Juniper is possibly the best version of the mixed team, where each guy had one girl in the team.
Yes.
That's possibly the best outcome of a mixed team.
And each were paired off into guy-girl pairs.
Yeah. Because, like, all guy team works fine. All girl team commits terrorism. Hey, you know, everyone shit on Cardin's team, but which team was the one that went and committed terrorism, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3 guys, 1 girl, terrible results. 3 girls, 1 guy, terrible results. And I know, yeah, 1 guy, 3 girls. Well, yeah, but things don't typically end out in the harem way for
No, of course they don't.
ever. But yeah, I mean, yeah, 1 guy, 3 girls. It's always gonna end. It's gonna end in the fucking same way. Shit like, your generic boy meets girl drama romance show ends, where the 2 girls find the 1 guy and they both want to date him, except in the final episode he has to finally pick one of them because, you know, some dramatic event happens and he has to finally pick, and that's the end of the series. And that's what's gonna happen, except it's gonna be on a fucking battlefield, and there's gonna be an endless wave of death monsters trying to kill your team, and you have to pick which one survives.
You have to save one or the other, but not both.
Yeah, so, you know,
or choose someone to sacrifice. Like, one of you has to go and set off this bomb.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah, pick the 3rd, and the 3rd girl's a lesbian, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Waste of time.
Yeah, but yeah, 3 guys, 1 girl. Every single guy friend group has seen what that results in.
Woo! Yeah.
Every guy knows how that ends. Well, yes, but I was talking more about how that guy friend group doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, that friend group explodes.
Yeah. But yeah, so Knight of the Sky, ADHD troglodyte. Huntsmen and huntresses are often times... Why is that times possessive? Why is that not one word?
Ew.
Prepared for everything, seen as the elite with dealing with all kingdoms' problems. Why just one kingdom? Okay. Okay. However, they are still prone to make mistakes. To slip up. The question is, who can possibly bail out a huntsman when they're in deep to the point they can't see up? This is Green Sky on station. I'm here to save your sorry skins.
Another huntsman, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's not very interesting or compelling. I mean, funny little fact for everyone here. When the army gets in trouble, they call in the Marines. When the Marines get in trouble, they call in more Marines. When the Army Rangers get in trouble, they call in Marines. When Spec Ops gets in trouble, they call in the Marines.
They call them Marines.
You know what happens when the second group of Marines get in trouble?
They call in more Marines.
No.
We call in airstrikes, I thought.
No,
Yes.
we proceed to obliterate the area with a continuous 1-hour battleship bombardment. And then we try again.
Or are they calling close air support that goes burnt?
No, the Marines don't call that in.
Yes, they do. I'm pretty sure they do.
I mean, I don't think they do, but hey, hell, maybe. But yeah, that's another fun little fact for you all. Is
Yes, they can. The A-10 is out to help all members of the military.
all right.
If one is flying anywhere nearby, yes, they can use it.
Yep. But yeah, so that's the standard operating procedure is call more Marines in. That didn't work. Call more Marines in. That didn't work. Battleship bombardment until the area is flattened. Can the Marines fight now? Yes. All right, continue. It's like, oh.
It works.
That's one way to do it.
Certainly a way to do it.
Yes, the old temper. Somebody shoots at the battleship shoots back and flattens an island.
Oh, I loved learning about the
Temper
USS
was
Wisconsin.
great. Yeah.
Because they're like, I love that crew had them like, holy shit, we hit them. Oh shit, we hit them.
All guns turned towards you. Oh. Oh. Ooh.
It's like that hill's gone.
That hill, I don't want it to be there anymore.
Honestly, Max, you should definitely watch The Fat Electrician. He definitely does some very fun history lessons. Another fun little fact for you all is that apparently every single major badass in American war history is half blind, and they cheated on their eye exams.
Damn.
I'm of the opinion that those eye exams are there specifically to weed out who is most willing to fight for the country. Like, if you aren't willing to cheat on the test, you don't deserve to be in there, as far as they're concerned.
Yes, but no, because actually one of those guys almost we nearly lost World War II in the Pacific because the Admiralty Board was using the fact that he failed his first eye exam to not promote him.
Oh, yeah, that bullshit.
And he ended up being our best strategist who predicted the way that future war engagements would be happening in the sea and managed to retrofit all of our ships right before that age came about. And so when the age came about, all of our ships were already ready and all of our men were already trained.
Yeah, that would have gone so much worse without him there.
So yeah, I mean, like, and you know,
Sometimes the tests weed out the wrong people.
yeah. What hill? So basically, Wisconsin was doing a patrol route by North Korea. North Korea during the Cold War fired at the Wisconsin with like a 20-pounder gun. Oh, yeah, okay.
I think it was a volley. One shell hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was
it was
sarcasm.
1 or 2 shells hit.
No,
One-
it was
one
just
shell.
one.
Yeah.
Injured 3 sailors, and so in response, they did a full broadside and deleted the landscape. Can I just say, by the way, I really enjoy America's history of like, oh, okay, well, you've now become a thorn in our side. We're just going to or we're just gonna terraform the land.
We're
Like
just
when we
gonna-
dropped the Moab, it's like, oh, hey, you see this small mountain? We made it smaller. Also, we flattened like 2 ghost villages
Yeah,
within a couple miles of it.
I forget
America's
which-
history of don't fuck with the boats.
Yeah, yeah. In classic fashion, there's many things with America that you don't fuck with. You don't fuck with Doc. You don't fuck with the boats. You don't.
Don't fuck with the oil.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Actually, just don't fuck with the boats and don't fuck with Doc.
Or the oil.
Oh, right, yeah, the
I
oil
mean-
and don't shoot the officers. That's a really bad idea. No, it's not
Oh,
going
yeah.
to end the way you think it is.
That's because American troops
Oh,
are
yeah.
default to grow.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
that little bit of wisdom's like, don't shoot their officers. Why not? Trust me,
The,
don't shoot their officers.
Unlike every other military, the United States
We don't-
practices aggression.
We other countries. Oh yeah, you kill command, you kill the officer. Chain of command just falls apart. Okay, in America, chain of command falls apart. Okay, what's the problem? Okay,
Now
They
every
don't run.
grunt has
Oh,
access.
they don't run away. They run forwards.
Now
The
every
guns
grunt.
doing their strikes.
Yeah, now the grunts are deploying airstrikes, and they have all the justification they need to make it happen. Our officer's down. Well, okay. Delete the village. Got it.
What
Yes.
the heck?
Yeah. We're
What?
just discussing America's illustrious war history,
Oh yes.
Yeah.
in which we don't follow any of the traditional conventions of what to do
What's
in wartime
that?
against an enemy.
Our battleship can't hit the enemy, but we have to stay out of their gun range? Well, just flood the battleship and arc those guns up, boy.
Yes, the gangster.
Yeah, God,
Gangsta Texas.
that fucking. I feel like the person who said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this," may have spent some time with tanks. It's like, oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
They just put themselves on hills to get better angles. Hey, fill the
I don't
ballast.
hear on
What?
the
Just fill
water.
the ballast. Just trust me on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my
that's on the
favorite
port
part
side.
about like tank descents is that like normal people figured it out in Halo because of Blood Gulch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's one of those things that until you see it done or you have like the flash of insight, it would never come up. But then you realize, wait a minute, turret go backwards, park tank downhill, laugh at other tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Humans do interesting things in the moment.
Well, I mean, the fucking paratroopers were insane.
Holy shit, paratroopers are all.
Yes. Out of a perfectly working aircraft.
Yeah, let's all jump out of this perfectly working aircraft. Why the fuck would I do that? You'll get paid $6 more an hour. Okay,
Yeah.
sign me
No.
up.
Oh.
I love that was. Well, they were going around asking for volunteers, and why did you volunteer? Well, they said they'd pay me an extra $6 an hour. What?
In other news, I learned I'm an adrenaline junkie.
No.
So all it takes is, I mean, of course, bear in mind that like an extra $6 then would be like your boss coming up to you and saying, "I want you to go play with the bull, and I'll pay you $50 an hour."
Right, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
have you seen the old veteran grandfather who does shooter video games?
No.
And you see clips of him. Oh my god, dude, that dude's. You can tell the dude was a sniper, because he'll be like, "All right, so I'm gonna play this Battlefield today," and he just gets sniper rifle, proceeds to just completely eyeball the distance, zooms in, fires. Just eyeballs the fucking distance, eyeballs the bullet drop. Right there, bang! It's like, oh,
It's body. No, it's not. Sniper.
I see.
I mean, that's when you ask him, were you the sniper or the spotter?
Well, no. See, that's the
You actually
misconception.
swapped
is
off, yeah.
snipers
Yes, I know. Both of them swapped off.
caddy. They're both snipers.
Yeah. Well, it's actually fun fact. We actually stopped that, which is the most disgusting part.
Why we
What did we stop
stop that?
doing?
Yeah, we're turning all of our scout snipers into just scouts, and we also no longer have sniper pairs. It's now a sniper and a binocular pair.
That's
What?
stupid.
Yeah.
Why
But the
would we
entire point was to be able to
stop
switch
that?
off on long watches,
Yes.
like for 24-hour
Yes.
coverage, so you can take the shot whenever it happens.
Yes.
So fucking dumb.
Yes.
But see, it's expensive to train the sniper when you can just train one idiot to hold rifle and shoot good.
Yeah.
But that one idiot cannot shoot and send a message.
No.
Hey.
One idiot shoot good. One idiot watch good. Sign, how you not understand? It save money. You stupid?
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I'm not a bean counter, so no, I'm not that stupid.
I personally feel like we should drop all bean counters off in the Antarctic. Any that survive get their position back.
No, hang on. There's a couple of bean counters at my company. I want to put in an exemption from them.
Yeah.
The only thing they've ever done is tell engineering no.
That's fair.
On the one hand, that's probably a good idea. On the other hand, they're gonna say no the one time they really shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And they're gonna regret it 6 months down the line when it costs them
That's
more
what,
money.
Trust me, that's what purchasing is for. Because there's been times when they've told engineering no, and then purchasing will come along and say, no, we actually need you to say yes, and they go, if purchasing says yes, we're gonna say yes. With an asterisk of we're not happy about it, but we'll do it.
yeah,
that's
we've
management.
had a couple things over in IT land where we've approached clients of ours and been like, hey, that's gonna explode. We need to replace it. And they're like, well, how much is that? It's like, oh, it's $35,000. They're like, oh, that's way too much
We
money.
don't want to pay for that.
And they're like, oh, that's way too much money. And we're like, yeah, but
Well,
it's gonna be
you can either pay
way
30,000.
worse.
You need to pay 30,000 for the repairs. You can pay 700,000 for the lawsuit. So your choice.
Yeah.
It's not lawsuit. It also wasn't
Your business
70,000.
fails.
I said 700.
Their server went down and they lost a little bit more than 35,000. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Nuts pressed. A few million
Well, yeah,
bucks.
that's the point where it's like, all right, 35,000 replace it now, or I'm gonna write down this variable, X equals whatever the amount of money you have stored on that server is. That's how much you lose if you don't replace it now.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's
Well,
what-
and then don't forget also, it's not just X the amount of money you have stored on that server. It's X the amount of money you have stored on that server times the amount of time you're down.
Yeah. Downtime,
Yes.
paying overtime to get the people there to make them work on the thing as long as it needs to be done to make it work. To get
Emergency part shipping.
rushed part shipping. The part prices have probably gone up since the time we last quoted it to you.
In this economy?
Yeah, God forbid there's a shipping issue at the time.
Well, no, see, you know what I would do
Um,
as that IT company? I would spend IT company money. I would buy the parts, right? I would buy the parts, wait for it to explode, check the current market value, charge them the current market value, and then say, and it'll be $300 for overnight shipping.
That's not feasible for a lot of things, though. Like, a lot of companies can't just
Yeah, that's
buy
fair.
a
It depends on the part.
$5,000 part.
Yeah, so we do that with computers. If the client is going to take on the risk of purchasing them initially, but we will keep a stock of them for them if they agree to the charges involved in that, because we are going to be spending space and time for them to have a stock of
Yeah.
computers for them.
I mean, it's going to be way cheaper, though. Fred the accountant, his laptop shit the bed, and it's closing.
Yeah, you're fucked either way.
No, you're fucked either way, because I mean, UDC operates on a time schedule, but
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah, if it's within 12 hours of closing, you're fucked. Depending on what it
I
is.
always find that to be the funniest shit ever. Whenever they're like, "Oh yeah, the thing broke. How soon can we get it fixed today?" and they're calling it like 3 p.m. and I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Look,
We
I
need this
appreciate
speed running.
your confidence that we're fucking wizards over here, but unfortunately,
We ain't got the
that is
magic for
not
that one.
how that works."
Yes, we need to run payroll on this, and this is the only copy of the
Yep.
sheet that has all of our payroll stuff on it. So we need you to emergency recover it today. Ma'am, your hard drive's dead. Where are your backups?
Backup?
I'm sorry, you're fucked.
We actually got
What,
that
what's
as well.
the backup?
We got accused of trying to rip off a client for telling them they needed a backup solution. They're like, "Oh, you just want to get money out of us," and we're like, "No, we're
Yep.
trying to prevent you from losing everything." They're like, "No, you're just trying to get money out of us," and then their payroll computer went down.
And then what did they say?
Please help us, please, make it go away. And we were like, "Well, we would charge you out the ass for this, but we literally can't fix it
Oh no.
because you poured water on a solid state drive while it was on.
What?
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 Oh no.
So there's
No,
nothing
no,
to
no.
recover.
Dallas scream dot live.
Oh,
That's when you really hammered in and go, so, where are your backups? I can restore from backup if you'd like.
Yeah.
Just hammer that in.
Okay, look, people aren't, killing an area. Well, you see, it's very easy. So, you put your cup of water precariously balanced next to your laptop, and then your cat rushes over and bats it.
Oh, yes. Cats, the bane of IT.
And then while you're trying to grab your cat to prevent it from knocking the water over, it starts to wiggle around and your elbow bumps the water glass and spills directly onto the laptop.
Oh. Even better.
Yeah.
had it coming.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... Yeah, business costs
If
money.
you like to reject backups, you kind of get what you fucking deserve at that point.
Yeah, business costs money. I mean, hey, that's why I got a fucking backup going these days on my fucking home
Well.
computer. Because I'm like, damn, that's a lot of shit that I don't want to lose.
To be a fly on the wall of like, so why did you talk me out of going for the backup solution with them bean counter I hired?
Well, see, the
That's
worst
when
part...
the gets fired.
No, see, the worst part, for us at least, is it usually isn't the bean counter that says no to the backups. It's
Is it the owner?
It's the
It's a
owner.
middle manager.
It's the primary. It's the CEO leader. It's the guy at the top making the big decisions. Who's like, oh man, 45K sounds like a lot of money. I don't think we can afford to do that right now.
Yeah, it's somebody the company can't punish.
Yeah. So I mean, we had one owner
Of course, he
recently.
punishes himself at that point.
Yeah, well, we had one owner recently who was complaining about all the updating we had to do, and he was running off of 2003 server hardware and computers that were still using Windows 7 that he got at the start of the era of Windows 7. And he was complaining that, everything's different and it's all changed now and all of their programs are broken, and we're like... Yeah, we tried to get you to convert before, but you didn't want to do it then, and now all of your programs don't work, period, because service for them has been dropped entirely by the companies. So you have to upgrade now. And when before it could have been a simple overtime procedure, now it's not.
Worse, counter. We bought this one piece of equipment back in 1990. It runs our entire business. We absolutely need it. It's some antiquated CNC machine that uses, again, parts from the 90s.
God,
The company went out of business 20 years ago. There's no one in the field who makes another one like it, and if we don't have it, we die.
Yeah, both Atin and I know all about that, don't we, Atin? No, okay. He's gone.
I guess he walked away again.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's part of Atin's problems as well. As a bean counter himself.
Yes.
Is he?
He's something like that. I don't know.
I thought he was tech support.
No, he's not. Tech.
No. God. No.
No,
No. He's in purchasing, so he keeps track of inventory, deals with their
No,
suppliers.
that's what he was purchasing.
He's one
Just
step shy of being a bean counter.
Bean counter adjacent.
Basically. Yeah. No, I was the one that was in tech support until recently.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in tech support still.
Yeah, he doesn't count the beans, he spins the beans.
He throws beans at people.
He gives the bean counters the side eye when they try to tell him no on a part that they really, really need to buy, or else they're
But
fucked
that
for the
part's
board.
expensive, but why can't we just use the part we currently have? Because it's broken, but we can still use it.
No.
No!
And then, of course, there's the engineer that has had the part for like a year and a half and has grown attached to it. And he's like, this is my part. I like this part. It's broken in 3 places, so it's my part.
But yeah, let's see here. We got characters and macaroons, of course. Oh, very funny author. Y'all, the macaroons are owned by Rooster Teeth. Oh, wow. So we got Wall of Jesus fucking Christ.
Holy wall of text, Batman.
What?
Wall of
bad.
text, wall of text, wall of text, wall of text. All of the dialogue is in paragraphs.
Oh no.
Dear.
Oh my god, it's just one giant wall of text dialogue paragraphs. I have never seen someone more incompetent at writing. And that's saying something.
Well, okay. He could be doing it the old-fashioned way, like they used to do in books, where it was just page after page and no fucking paragraphs. Like some books did that. I don't know if it was a feature.
No, he is
where they were-
introducing paragraphing. There is paragraphs. It's just paragraphs of dialogue. Like, let me find it here. Let me take a screenshot of this. I've been on Royal Road a lot recently. I saw ads. Let's play a game. I show you a Royal Road ad, and you tell me how likely you'd be as a reader to click. That's an ad?
What did he mean by this?
What the fuck? 0%.
Yeah.
I mean, not wrong, but 0%. I would look at that and be like, that's a weird meme, and then keep scrolling.
No, this is when I just block the element
mean,
and never see those again.
Oh, that too, yeah.
I see that and just be like, that is definitely going to infest my computer or something if I click on it.
Oh,
It's
true,
likely
yeah.
to infest your computer just by being there.
Man, can I just say I'm so happy that my users have stopped clicking on scareware.
Have they really, though? Have
Yes.
they really?
Yes, they actually call us now and say, my computer is screaming at me. Please make it stop. I'm like, It's telling you to call Microsoft Windows Defender, isn't it? They're like, yes, how did you know? Just do. I'm not good.
I hate that shit.
If Artemis was like, honestly, yeah, like 99% of the Greek gods are just fucking awful. Is that a legendary dragon egg? Give it here, F rank trash. Mare's son.
Yeah, not clicking that. And no. That's when somebody gets ganked.
Yeah, I mean, that you know what that tells me? I'm writing a generic dog shit story. That's what that fucking image tells me. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's either a lead-in to a whole betrayal fic, or that's the start of they stole my shit fic, or
What if this character was trapped and forever betrayed for 10,000 years?
he was jailed
Part
for
207.
yeah.
I hate how those things appear in my timeline. Get off.
1 sec, I'll find an old cursed ad. I mean, it's not a competition. Oh god.
No ads. No
Be
more ads. Thanks.
cryptocurrency hacker. Steal from the rich and give to yourself. Die when running from cops. Splat. TruckCon LLC. Can I just say TruckCon is possibly the most cancerous thing to come out of this whole thing? Like, can we go back to people saying Desu?
Look, Chuck Coon is cool. Everybody likes Chuck Coon.
No. Especially not with how you pronounce it.
Play.
Not with your accent, you don't.
You ooh, every time.
Ooh, my asshole.
Bad that Killionaire just.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
That
Get
hurts my
reborn
head.
into fantasy world with skill steal ability. Become world's
Okay.
greatest thief again.
Meh.
Also, did they misspell thief? Am I crazy?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
They misspelled it.
Okay, no, actually, to
Well-
be fair, if I saw that as a ad for a story, I probably would click the Obama one.
I'm sorry, drinking napalm?
Has been hospitalized for drinking napalm. This is actually more frequent than you think it would be. Corporal Francis is no longer allowed to run into firefights skyclad, even if he is in a hurry to get some killing done. Oh, it's one of those fucking stories.
Pokey the Bear?
Yeah, oh shit, what are they fucking called? 100 things blank is no longer allowed to do. That's what the trope was called.
Oh.
The only good one
yeah.
was XCOM.
Yeah, the XCOM. Well, it was funny until they went past 100.
There were some good ones past 100, but yeah. The quality definitely dropped because people were making too many in-jokes. He's like, oh, this character's not allowed to act like a funny reference. And it's just like, okay. Cool. This is the 300th time you've said that same thing. Yes, I get it. It's funny. This character's acting like, I'm a space marine. You can't do that, soldier. Don't do that. Fuck off. It's not funny. You are not funny. Anyway, continue.
You're a blade wizard, Harry. Oh no, however, well, I gotta cross this lake. I have found boots of water walking. Now I will eat these. Consumed boots of water walking gained artifact power. Also, that's so fucking generic too these days. Like, RE Monster and shit, like that era of those sort of stories, that was actually in the still sort of original era, right? Of skill consumption. Of like, oh, wouldn't it be cool instead of gaining skills, we could like eat things to get the skills? Don't get me wrong, not very original, very prone to extreme power scaling very quickly. But it was still like new-ish. Nowadays it's like, oh, fucking I eat this thing and I gain an ability. It's like, wow, you're so original. Next, you're going to tell me the next arc has your character going into a gaming world, and the DM of the gaming world is going to lock you all inside it, and if you take off the helmet, you die.
Ah, yes. Sword Art Online.
Dot hack. Log
No,
Horizon.
not Dot Hack. Dot Hack was... Okay, this virus can kill you while you play this game.
Max, fucking the funniest shit ever I saw recently. I didn't save the meme, but it did just remind me of it. Someone made a meme of the blank walked so blank could run. And it was dot hack walked so Sword Art Online could run.
I'm going to kill this person.
Bruh, I feel old. Why are you making me feel old? Fuck you.
But
I missed Dot Hack. I still have the game somewhere. The game.
Oh fuck,
Fuck
Dot
you.
Hack.
Sword Art Online literally came before Dot
No.
Hack.
No,
Yes,
Dot Hack, I
it
think,
was
came out
written
before it.
What are
It was,
you?
it was written before Dot Hack. Dot
No,
Hack got animated first.
No, Dot Hack came out before.
God,
smoking?
Dot Hack is from the 90s at least. Okay, maybe
recall.
early 2000s, but
It came out just before Sao did, I remember. Someone getting into an argument with me about that. There's
my
no
God.
official date when Sao came out first.
Okay, Project
It's
Dot
least
Hack
guesswork.
was the first project of the Dot Hack series. It launched in 2002 with the anime series
Yeah.
Hack Sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I remember Hack Sign. That was good shit. Yeah, and
Hack
Sal,
Sign was great.
Sword Art Online. Yep.
web novel. Okay, so SAO was first a web novel from 2002 to 2008. He probably wrote it after
Because of
first
Dot Hack.
aired.
Yeah, quite
Yeah.
literally probably
At the same
watched Dot
time.
Hack.
Yeah, because there's no specific date. It just says 2002.
They weren't made at the same time, you dipshit. It aired.
I know.
Hack the Anime aired. No, I'm talking about
Oh.
Sign. Hack the Anime aired in 2002. The web novel, the original version of SAO, was created in 2002. Hack existed for 8 years before SAO.
Okay.
It's
SAO fans are literally just people who have never watched another anime in their entire fucking life.
what the fuck is this shit? What? Huh? What is this ad? What are these? Okay.
Also, meanwhile,
I would probably click that one. I'm gonna be
Meanwhile,
real.
I'll just be over here as a Log Horizon fan.
Log Horizon,
Log Horizon is great.
Season 1 was okay. Season 2 was cringe.
Me waiting
What-
for another
what happened
season
in
of
season
No Game,
2?
No Life.
You will
Oh,
continue
yeah,
waiting.
I know, I shall wait for an eternity.
Season 2
You
was
shall.
where they introduced the other servers, and also introduced the fact that there was a time difference between the other servers entering into the world. And they also introduced a whole bunch of other stupid fucking shit that just really...
Wait, didn't they have the gender flipped version of the main character who is actually an AI? Or was that season
They
1?
introduced a whole bunch of dumb shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, one of his old accounts got hacked effectively got possessed by a spirit or something.
Like
That's-
by the
that's the-
computer itself running the
That's
game.
the gender bent version you're thinking of.
Yeah, that
It's
one.
possessed.
Shit, fuck.
Yeah, there was a lot
Bro,
of
I
shit.
thought the fucking light novel was weird. What the fuck did they do in season 2?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Log Horizons in totality, and the first season was great. Everything else about it was just like, fucked it. What are some... The rest of these are pretty mid and generic. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got, the guy eating cereal 1. He will never wuxia shit. Tao Apocalypse, Abandoned Son, Lightning Cultivator, Righteous Young Master. Oh, and then he starts leveling up, and he's...
Oh no. Gamer shit.
Wow, Gamer Wuxia, I can't imagine... That's like an anti-ad. That's like an ad that makes me actively want to never see that product.
Yep.
This,
Yeah.
what's your product? Well, this is the Ball Smasher 9000. I see.
We have a
I wish to
live
leave.
demonstration that plays every time our ad is near your screen. It's like, I would appreciate it if you stopped existing. Dark Souls inspired world. My main character is gonna plow through it. That's an anti-ad. That makes me not interested.
Just long jump, backwards long jump through the entirety of Dark Souls. Skip the
Alright,
killing of the first flame.
Mario.
Well, hey, wait a minute. First of all, why are you dissing a man who's using
Mid.
the wood grain ring?
Blood tax, normal mana systems, but the main
Magic.
character wants blood.
Yeah, it's magic bullshit.
I mean, it's like, okay. I mean, I wouldn't base your advertisement off that, but I mean, the advertisement itself isn't bad. It actually tells me what the fucking story's about, at least. Divinity, nah,
those
I'd
kind of
win.
stories are always just like, I want to make my character really overpowered, but I want to give them a, like...
Can I just say that I
Weakness.
think JJK memes are actually worse than JoJo?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo,
I-
Sneaky, has anyone made a crossover with Divinity?
No.
JJK fans remind me of early Game of Thrones fans who keep saying that their hobby is so much better because it's oh so serious and shit like that. Just like, fuck off, dude. It's just like, fuck off.
The fourth one could be interesting with blood tax, but it's very mid. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like, sure, you could have an interesting system come out of the idea of a blood-based magic casting system, like fucking, the blood magic mod from Minecraft. Like, it's It's sort of an interesting system, but the problem with blood magic systems is that obviously you need blood. And if you ever solve the resource issue that is blood, because, in normal magic systems, you can find, like, gems to store mana, or you can train your mana network to have more mana, or, you cast more spells so you get better at casting them. Like, there's a whole bunch of things you can do in normal mana systems that let you scale your character's power up without ever having to be like, we need to solve the mana resource issue, because it's just the solution is a byproduct of the system just being used in general narrative. But with the blood magic system, you don't really improve anything. Like, it's like, okay, it takes 10 units of blood to cast this spell. In pretty much every sort of blood magic system I've ever seen, there's no efficiency bonuses. There's no getting better at casting it.
No, it's just throw more blood at it.
Yeah, it's just throw more blood at it. It's always just throw more blood at it. The bigger spells cost more blood, and then you got to find a way to get more blood. And so the pivot point in a blood magic system ends up becoming not the character training and improving as a character, but rather solving the resource crisis, which is blood. And if you solve the resource crisis,
blood.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's not solving. It's when does the character become morally bankrupt?
Well, not just that,
Yes.
but it's when you solve the resource crisis that is blood. Because, I mean, in Minecraft blood magic, there is 2 ways to do that, where either you create a healing rune that heals you faster than the damage rune damages you, and the damage rune produces a net positive amount of blood than the healing rune consumes to heal you. And so you just have to AFK to get infinite blood. Or you can create a giant blood mod grinder where you have a bunch of mobs spawn in, and the damage rune damages them for their blood, which doesn't damage you at all. So it's even bigger net positive, but you have to, like, put a lot more effort and resources into creating such a thing, right? And pretty much all blood systems are like that, right? Because what it ultimately comes down to is either the character figures out a way to have themselves create more blood internally, which solves the resource issue, or they just learn how to take other people's blood either while fighting them or in massive numbers, which solves the resource issue. But now basically you have a 0 downside Super Saiyan 4 spell whenever you want in the narrative.
The way I dealt with this, I actually have one that uses a system similar, was that once you get to a certain point, you're out of enemies, and you have no more blood to use, and you can't exactly save it, or when you're first starting and ramping up, it takes a few minutes to get ramped up to the point where it's actually usable.
Well, see, the problem is I know what you're talking about, and the characters use other systems besides blood to supplement the fact that they have a blood system.
Yes. By itself, it would suck. Until you got to the point where, okay, I've killed somebody, I've got enough blood to actually start killing in mass, and then it just scales.
I need to get more blood. What's the easiest way to do that?
Yeah.
Look, a hobo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool. I didn't sign up to read Vampire the Masquerade, but
right, and honestly, one of the main ways you can balance it out is by making the blood magic a non-storage based solution, in where you only ever have as much blood as in your body, and whatever gets spilled on the battlefield. So you can never have, like, stored blood to cast spells to start the fight off with, effectively, right? That's pretty much the only way you can even balance it. But, unless everyone is also using the blood-based system to fight, your character is going to be massively underpowered, and it's not going to be very fun to, usually, 99%, 9 out of 10 narrative ways to explain a fight are not going to be fun to the reader. Because unless you do it perfectly every single fight, it's just going to turn into oh wow, the main character's getting beaten around. I wonder how long it'll take until he gets a scratch on the bad guy, and then the bad guy starts to bleed, and the character unleashes his death blast. Yeah.
Congratulations, you have
Yeah.
scratched this man. You may now give him super AIDS.
Yeah, when you turn your combat narrative into a countdown timer until the character can scratch the bad guy and then draw their blood out and do some sort of bullshit know you Uno card I win button shit, then it
In
just
reverse.
yeah, it just gets super fucking boring.
Imaginary technique. I cast this. Fuck you. I win.
And it's very underwhelming because it's like, oh, this person's throwing around fireballs and shit. It's like, okay. And then your character has to just dodge them. And okay, what do they do next? They just keep dodging the magic. And then what do they do next? They dodge the magic more.
They dodge more.
And then what happens next? They finally throw a dagger, but they teleport! And then they dodge more magic, and then they throw another dagger, and then they teleport. But this time they threw a dagger at the spot they were teleporting to, and the mage is cut. And then they explode into blood! And then again!
Yeah.
And then again!
And it gets repetitive.
And then again! Yeah. It's one thing I will give Aragon credit for where it's due. In where the author introduced the whole cheat, the whole cheat spell that Aragon came up with, where everyone kind of just paused and was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I still think the best part of Aragon was Man with Hammers.
Roran, yes,
Yes, best part.
yeah.
Second
Honestly.
book was the best book because literally 3/4 of it was Rowan.
Right, Roran was just like, "Hey, I hate the government. We should kill the government." And everyone's like, "You know what? You raise a good point.
The
Let's kill
man
the
fought a
government."
war with a warhammer. How based can you be?
Not a
fought it with
warhammer,
two.
bro. No.
And you fought it with 2.
He fought it with a blacksmith hammer.
I think did he upgrade? No, he
No.
didn't upgrade. No, he
No.
didn't. That's right.
Yes.
He had the
He never
blacksmith hammer until the
upgraded.
end of the war.
Yes, he used
Oh
the
my
ball
God.
peen blacksmith hammer.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I
Also
thought,
known,
oh my
also
God, I
known
forgot
as
he
a
upgraded.
Perrin Abara cosplayer.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we
You're
already
right. I'm sorry. I forgot.
we already
I thought he
posted
upgraded.
about that. Yeah.
I thought he
Um,
upgraded. No.
No,
Oh my
no,
God,
no. And the best part about Rowan, he had no fucking magic. He had no hidden abilities. He trained as a blacksmith. He didn't have military training or anything. He would just run it in. He was running on pure human spirit and the power of a blacksmith swing.
Didn't he 1v1 Aragon's brother and was just like lol him
Yes.
out? Nice magic, idiot.
Yeah, he said, "Wow, you're a bitch."
Yes. And it was great shit. It was fucking amazing shit. Roran was great. Also, just like showing up in the middle of a giant battle between the rebels and the Empire in a fucking ship traveling down the river, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Who are they?" They all flood out Lord of the Rings style. Everyone's like, "What the fuck? Who are they?"
The
Who
Riders
are
of
they?
Rowan.
Fuck the government.
The Riders of Rowan.
Everyone's just like, question mark, question mark, question mark. The Empire thought it was their reinforcements. The Varden thought it was their reinforcements. And some people were like, oh, it's the other side's reinforcements. And then a bunch of villagers pour out, and everyone's like, huh?
And then suddenly people start getting their asses handed to them.
Yes, because the villagers have basically been on a raid quest the entire time. They've been burning their way.
No, Sneaker.
Sneaker?
Sneaker.
Sneaker.
Yes. No, Sneaky. They were obviously just taking inspiration from Sherman.
Of course, yes. but
Me when I see a rebel.
yeah, it was good shit where everyone's just like, what the fuck? What the hell is a galley doing down in the river?
Aragon had some problems, but it also definitely had some really fucking cool moments.
I mean, like I said,
That's what's
Aragon figuring out the magic system was just the funniest shit ever. Of like, okay, Aragon, here's the magic system. Everything you do takes as much energy as it does to normally do it, which is bullshit, by the way, because that's not what ended up happening. But Aragon's like, oh, okay. And so everyone else is like, you know, throwing out conservative amounts of lightning and fire, and Aragon is just running around being like, heart stop, heart stop, heart stop. And people are like, what the fuck do you mean, heart stop? He's like, well, turns out that it takes basically no energy to pinch someone's carotid artery. And it's like, what?
Actually, wouldn't it take negative energy to make someone's heart stop by taking the energy from it?
That's advanced magic.
Ah.
And then
Again,
there's
his
the ultra
concern-
advanced
his
magic
problem
where the
was, I
guy's
want
just like
to move the
no.
rock. Right, his problem was that the magic system in Aragon is I want to move the rock. Moving the rock, it takes me just as much with magic takes just as much effort as if I had moved the rock myself. I want to find a way to do this better. Right? Making a fireball, very, very hard, very hard. Making lightning, very hard, very hard. I cast heart attack. You what?
Yeah, and so like basically how the magic system works is it takes energy from you, but basically all mages are psychers, and so they can connect to the life force of everything around them. And this is a passive field once you get to a certain level of proficiency, which means that a lot of mages don't like eating food because back in the day you could refrigerate food, so you just had to keep the food alive until you were going to eat it. Which means that as a mage, you typically felt the thing die psychically.
Oh, right. I do remember Aragon bitching out about killing a deer and being, oh no, I killed it. I felt it die. Boo hoo.
And then his
That's how you
dad's
eat.
just like, no, fuck you, stop being a bitch.
But
I'll eat all the vegetables from now on. I'll be an elf.
yeah, so like that's tier 1 is using your own energy. Tier 2 is using the energy of the plants around you, because the plants have no mind of their own and can't defend against you drawing energy from them. Obviously, of course, this kills everything. Because it turns out grass doesn't have a lot of energy. And then tier 3 is using sentient living creatures. Is using living creatures. Then tier 4 is using sentient living creatures, because the sentient living creatures can feel it happening and resist it to a certain level. And then tier 5 is using the mage, the mage you're fighting, to power your spell that you're casting against the mage. But typically at that point, you've already killed the mage. So by the time you actually get to the point of using their own energy, you're typically using their energy to kill someone else. Because they're dead. / dying. But
And you can't use the energy from their fireball to make your own fireball?
no, because it's fire now. Because the whole thing is that the reason why it costs so much energy to do these various things is because it invokes the natural effect of those things. So fireball isn't a ball of mana that is like fire. It's literally fire held together by mana.
Wait, then couldn't you just rip the mana holding the fire out?
Yeah, but at that point you'd have had to overpower the enemy mage, and
By then the mage is dead.
yes. Yeah. Now you could do shit like disperse at the fireball, causing the fire to disperse, which would take like an usually equal amount of energy to counterspell it effectively. Or if you find some sort of cheap hack where it's like they cast lightning bolt at you, so you cast magnetize on a piece of iron over there, and the lightning bolt curves towards the iron instead.
Yeah. Or
That's not how that works.
Yeah, I was using it as an example, not a literal fucking thing.
Yeah, I get you.
my opponent has cast fireball. I cast wedge of air directly in front of me.
Yeah, you can counterspell it directly, which takes usually an equivalent amount of energy, or you can find some sort of rock paper scissors way to get rid of it. Borrowing energy from your dragon is a good tactic. Yeah, I mean that's literally why they do it. It's why dragon mages were so much stronger than literally everyone else. Is because dragons are really fucking big, and they have a lot of magic. So they can basically just do whatever the fuck they want. Could you do airbender shit and pull the air out of someone's lungs? I don't think so. Because the problem with pulling air out of someone's lungs is the natural environmental pressures would be what you're fighting against. And so you would have to exert as much energy as it takes to reduce the pressure level of the lungs to below 1. Which, there's a reason why we have machines do that. It's very energy intensive. You're honestly just better off casting Fireball. Or, you know, in Aragon's case, finding a neat hack about living and just turning off someone's carotid artery.
Aragon when he cast men butt crack. The true final boss victory. He casts mend butt crack on the final boss.
But yeah, so Aragon figured that hack out, and everyone was like, "What the fuck? What do you mean you cast Heart Attack?"
Yeah, I cast Heart Attack.
He also does shit like wipe out an entire battalion of men by casting Heart Attack on all of them, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Bro, I'm gonna go teach Aragon the power of aneurysm.
Oh no!
Wait, I forget. What did they say was the final boss's bullshit counter to cast Heart Attack?
He literally would just stop magic.
No, the final boss's counterattack to magic was that he removed himself from the world's reality language system. So basically, you weren't able to target him anymore because there wasn't a word for him anymore.
Can't you just target that motherfucker in front of me?
No, because he literally doesn't
Or
exist.
in front of me.
He doesn't exist within the magic system.
You can cast Fireball in front of you, but he'll just dodge.
Oh, you can't target him directly. You can throw things at him, but you can't go, select you die.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was so magically powerful, he could just counterspell everything you throw at him otherwise. And so, yeah, the big final secret weapon that defeated the final boss of the Aragon series was Aragon said, feel emotions, and Galbatorix said, no, I can't believe I forgot to remove that from the lexicon. I feel emotions now.
If Galbatorix removed himself from the lexicon, how was he affected anyways?
Because Aragon goaded him into renaming himself in the lexicon or something, like right at the end. He basically.
Why would we do something that stupid?
No, I'm sorry. Haha, I've managed to get you to rename yourself. Okay, now Galbatorix Heart Attack.
Well,
Why?
The reason why he couldn't do Heart Attack is because Galbatorix basically had an ongoing spell that prevented shit like that.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to think that Aragon's time would have been better spent learning how to properly throw hands and grapple, while also learning to dispel. Because it's like, all right, I can't throw spells at you.
Now, so as boring as the final boss fight was, you do have to give credit where it's due when it comes to it, is the author owned up to it, okay? So, the author, unlike every other fucking author out there that tries to come up with magic systems, was coming up with cool shit for his magic system. Where he was like, oh, yeah, you can cast, like, ward spells, where, like, you say, like, prevent me from breaking my leg. And so that's a ward spell that's ongoing, and you have to provide a little trickle of magic. But then, like, when you fall off the house or something and you're gonna break your leg, the magic spends as much energy as possible as it takes to not break your leg.
Oh
But-
yeah,
yeah,
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Or you can make a spell of, like, protection from arrows, which is like the basic bitch tier, where any arrow that comes at you, whether it's going to hit you or not, takes an equal amount of energy to stop, which can drain you super quickly. So then he also invented programming into the language, where you can be like, protection from arrows if the arrow is going to hit a vital part of me while I am not aware of it. And so the only
Well,
arrows hit.
deflect.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can get super specific, where it's like, deflect arrows if they're gonna hit a vital part of me that I don't see and can't react to, and deflect it by pushing it 1 centimeter this way. Like, you get super specific with the language and the programming of it. And he introduced the heart attack shit, and he introduced all of these cool ways to use the language, and then he sat down and was writing Galbatorix and was like, oh shit, Galbatorix is like 80 years old. He would know everything that Aragon learned, and he would have had decades to figure out the best wording possible on all of these wards. Shit. Well, I guess he's really fucking strong then. Instead of bitching out and being like, oh, the final boss just didn't use wards because he thought he was just too good for them or something, I guess.
Nah.
What?
He said no. That's what he didn't do.
Yeah,
The author
he didn't
said
do it.
Galbatorix is warded 84 ways from Sunday. He has a ward spell for prevent cast heart attack. He has a ward spell for prevent aneurysm.
Yeah, and so literally the only
Okay.
thing that Galbatorix didn't ward against was feeling emotions, because he didn't think that emotions were important.
Well, no, I mean, you don't even think that it's like that dangerous.
Yeah, or that dangerous, yeah.
Until Aragon, the guy who accidentally
Oh,
created.
no,
invent
actually,
heart
no,
attack.
to be fair, he did ward against negative emotions. So you could induce negative emotions in people with magic. And so he
Yes.
did ward against, feeling sad, depressed, or shit. And so Aragon was like, feel the lives of emotions of all of the people you've hurt. And so he felt
That's a
all the...
negative emotion.
And, well, no, but he felt all of their happiness and their sadness because he felt their whole life, not a specific emotion.
Yeah, he didn't say feel all the sadness you've inflicted, because that's a negative emotion. Instead, Aragon was like, I want you to feel the weight of all the lives you've ended. The full weight, right? He's not saying, I want you to take the 50 pounds of negative emotions. I want you to take the 50 pound of negative emotions and the 100 pounds of happiness. So the spell goes, well, yes, it's telling me to feel something bad. The word goes, well, yes, feel bad, but also feel good. So go through.
Yeah, effectively.
Because he didn't, right? It's he just found the programming exploit, right? It says
Effectively,
don't
yeah.
let bad things through. But it doesn't say stop good things from going through, even if there's a bad thing attached to it.
Yeah, the monument to all your sins.
That's
Yeah, and then
fucking-
Galbatorix was like, I feel bad now because I ruined all of these people's lives and they were so happy. And then he killed himself.
Why didn't he just laugh? Lol, Lamau. That makes it even better. Now die.
God fucking damn it, Tension. Did you really do that?
The fuck? God damn it.
No, that's like every Ruby author. Put a little fucking sign above their head of every Ruby author.
Hey now. Hey now.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you know I have a katana?
Oh, I also, because I also own a katana and write Ruby stories.
Fair.
Wait.
I don't have a fedora though.
Oh, that's true.
I honestly want to see the story where the Katana Lord actually gets reincarnated into Ruby and actually knows how to do things.
Oh, you
Like,
just
let
copied the
the man
samurai
who
way.
has-
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Let the man who has practiced 1,000 times actually be able to do something with his katana. Sure, he has
That would be hilarious.
7 charisma, but you know what? I've seen worse D&D characters, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
you make most of them.
Yeah, true.
This is going in the book.
You know what? I think.
Hey,
my
you know what?
next-
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
So is every fucking D&D character you've ever made because
Oof.
it's all just a fucking drunk dwarf who wants to make guns.
Yeah.
And I've only done that once. Fuck you.
Twice, 3 times.
No, I've only made it once.
Anyway, you know what? I will make a Virgil. I will do that after Clint. What was my name for him? Flint Weststone. After Flint Weststone, I will be making Virgil.
I mean, listen, you just have to. I'm sure your DM is enough of a weeb that if you tell your DM, I want to make an actual reincarnation character, but he actually, right, while you were masturbating, I studied the blade.
No.
I think Sneaky just wants to just make a Virgil character.
Yeah, I just want memes.
Now here's the question: are you going to make old man Virgil,
Of course.
in which you have to pry the lawn chair from your cold dead hands, or younger Virgil, where he has
The man who
serious
refuses to
family
pay
issues?
taxes.
Yes, I refuse to pay taxes. Or child support.
Now, see, here's the thing.
Especially the
I know
second.
people made it into a joke that Virgil wouldn't pay taxes. I can absolutely see Virgil finally gets tracked down by an IRS agent, and the IRS agent goes, "Sir, I'm here to collect your taxes."
If you want it, you'll have to take it.
Loses to IRS agent. Well, fuck, I guess I'm paying taxes.
Joke's on you, bitch! I don't own anything.
That would actually be the punchline of like, I literally never
Yes.
had an income.
You didn't report your katana as income. We're taking it.
That's when they chill you.
You didn't pay your inheritance tax on the katana.
You didn't. Somehow, you owe both an estate tax and an inheritance tax on that katana. We're not sure how you managed it, but we're getting our pound of flesh. Wait, what do you?
Here's 1 pound of flesh. Do you want it
Take-
back? That'll be my taxes, please.
You can keep the pound of flesh, depending on which pound it is.
Anyway, so enough about Sign being horny, but let me go actually torture Som with this shit post as well. Let's see here. Discord earns $600 million in revenue per year, but they are not profitable yet.
That sounds like a government exploit.
Well, no, I mean, it's just a very classic thing. I mean, Patreon's not profitable yet. And the reason why these companies are never profitable is because they hire a absolutely bloated amount of employees and then pay them all like $200K.
You mean because they hire die employees?
Yes.
Bloat.
Yes. Also, these fucking employees, the die positions are like starting salary is 180K, which is just ridiculous
Yeah.
for what their job
Yeah.
is.
It can be. Like Warner Bros had one up for some reason. I'm looking for like bookstore positions, by the way, and like, oh yeah, here's a DEI manager position open at Warner Bros. It's like,
Should've taken it.
What's that have to do with bookstores too? What do you mean these jackasses started 86,000 for bringing absolutely nothing useful to the table?
Should have taken it.
No, Max, they brought something really useful to the table. They canceled the Batwoman, the completed Batwoman movie.
Yes. They saved us all. They saved us all
No,
from that.
I'm actually kind of mad about that. Because it was featuring
What?
Cassandra Cain. the Batgirl who was the daughter of a fucking trained assassin.
Yes.
Who at
Yeah,
age
okay.
12
Yeah.
was putting people's eyes out with her thumb.
Except you wouldn't be saying that if you actually saw the movie because it was awful.
It went full woke, if I recall correctly.
I'm 90% certain the
Cassandra
DEI
Cain has
manager
quite
did not
literally
cancel
always
it.
been woke. Like,
Okay, but did she say that Batman's costume is only good when it's her costume?
It's better now that it fits a woman.
Yeah.
not that exact line, but she basically said something along the lines of, "I look better in Batman's costume than Batman does." Like,
That's fine. The way those
That's
statements
okay.
are completely different, because in the movie statement, the guy says, the costume's complete, and her statement is, it'll be complete when it's on me.
No, his statement was, it's
painfully
perfect.
perfect,
No,
right? Yeah,
it's
right.
perfect when it fits a woman.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. Perfect when it fits a woman. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to say Cassandra Cain certainly aged better than Damien, and that's the funniest thing.
Also, from what I heard, there was a lot of BLM and anti-cop shit in it as well.
Oh yeah, right. Anti-cop shit in the story about you being a police officer,
Vigilante,
effectively.
but yeah.
Well, a vigilante, but you're still
I
enforcing
mean,
the
listen,
law.
Batman's always been, well, okay, depending on which Batman you're getting, there's been some pretty strong anti-cop stuff. Like,
Sure. Like the cops
come
you
on.
dropped in Gotham.
Your average Gotham cop is portrayed as either horribly inept, horribly corrupt, or both.
Yeah, but that's
Yes.
Gotham. So
Yeah, but
There's
that's
like
Gotham,
three
yeah.
cops in
It's
Gotham
something
that
to
are
it.
actually competent.
There's
Yeah.
Jim Gordon, Inigo Montoya, and occasionally Harvey Bullock.
From what
Technically,
I
Harvey
remember,
Bullock's not a cop anymore in some places. He's just a
from
detective now.
from what I
Well,
remember,
neither is
specifically it was Jim
Montoya.
Gordon.
She literally became the Question.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's
Gotham
weird.
stuff. From what I remember of that movie, when it was, they were trying to roll trailers out to get people to watch it, specifically, there was a scene where Batwoman shits all over Harvey Gordon.
Harvey Gordon.
Or whatever his name was, fucking Gordon
James
Ramsay.
Gordon?
Shitting on Commissioner Gordon is how you know the person has never actually seen a single Batman
Yes.
anything.
Yes.
Because
Right.
that man deserves no hatred. Like, why would you hate on him?
Yes. That's sort of my point. It's almost like I brought that up for a reason. Crazy.
Mm.
Anyway, let's see what else we got here. We got Doing Our Own Thing by Jotun4848. After the fall of Beacon, Mercury and Emerald's lives change. Cinder is broken.
Why?
Consumed by vengeance, and could take her anger out on them at any second. Why? After Emerald is shown just how far her idol has fallen, she finally listens to Mercury, and they run away and have sex with each other.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she's just embersexual.
Yeah, she
Yes.
is. Yeah, it has a Hurt Comfort family tag. Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, Comfort from fucking Mercury.
He's the one getting the comfort.
Yeah.
Bro, I could not
From
imagine
Emerald.
a more unpleasant individual.
Cinder.
No, I can.
No. At least Cinder is honest. She's an asshole. I'm not denying that, but she's an honest asshole. Mercury will be like, try to be your friend or pretend to be nice, and then fucking literally stab you in the back.
Cinder would absolutely stab you in the back as well. What do you own about?
Yeah, but she's
Her whole
What's
arc,
bro on
her
about?
whole arc is lying to the public at large before enacting a plan to cause mass panic at the Amity Arena.
First
sorry.
we had
Like,
Hazel
what do you
Child
mean
Beater,
she's
and now
on
I'm
it?
sorry.
Mercury Wife
Season
Beater.
what? 5 through 9 is when she
Well,
just finally. You're right. I'm sorry. I should be
well,
clear.
that's because the mask is off. Mercury would also just be that way once the mask is. Hell, Mercury's still more true to how he is, even with a mask on. He's still a prick, with or without the mask.
That's true.
Sneaky just making requests now.
Really?
John's Pineapple Jam. John Ark, fearless leader of Team Juniper, partner and
If he
disciple.
doesn't do the right eye patch and head spike, we're gonna have to like kick him from the server.
Indeed.
Yes.
Disciple of Pyranikos, and the only student of his year. Wait, what?
I'm
What?
sorry, Pira, what?
Pyrrha, what? Also, by the way, Max, remember the time
He
I
actually just said
accidentally
that.
made my character the default face for Metal Gear?
What do you mean only student? Winner of the
Which
Vital
character?
Festival, badass
For
dust sword shield
Solid
user?
5?
What if version
Oh.
1 John wakes up with
Hey, when
memories
you
of
discovered that,
Pineapple
like me,
John?
you share one of the default character faces.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Pineapple. Oh.
The
I
day that
understand
Max
now.
and I discovered we are default face morphs in Metal Gear Solid.
Ooh.
Yep, okay. So I understand what the pineapple reference is now. So that author that makes White and Silver, the two really good Ruby stories about John, also made a whole bunch of one-shots. One of those one-shots is called Pineapple. It's if an accident or something took out the entire class of the incoming class, like they all got injured during the initiation exam or something, and so
Okay.
basically none of them were allowed to join because they failed the initiation exam, and so
Yeah, that wouldn't happen.
instead, well, yeah, but John was the only one that succeeded the initiation exam, so they had a class of 1 that year, which no college would ever do. Yeah, I'm Yoshi, yeah. And so then John ended up becoming like the apprentice of like all of the top characters of that year, because he would represent them all because they couldn't represent until next year or something.
Bro, I would just say, cool, Mr. Ark, we're gonna put you in some advanced classes, rush you up to second year. We'll get you there in like a year and a half. The rest of you, go the fuck home.
Well, I mean, he's got fucking Pyrrha to teach him. He's got Weishni to teach him shit. He's got Ruby who could teach him shit. I don't think there's any other
And yet-
characters in
No,
their
I know,
year.
but I'm saying like as Beacon the Academy would be like, okay, cool. We have this one fucking useless fucking dweeb and a bunch of rejects.
Yeah, I know. The premise sounds stupid. Yeah, I know the premise sounds stupid. There's a reason why I didn't read it. I'm just trying to remember what I recall of the story summary. But yeah, this story is even dumber. Somehow, this author managed to squeeze out 40 chapters and 200k words of someone else's idea. It's all right. We got living the dream. How bad is the grammar and spelling on this? Okay, super short chapters. That's not great. Ooh. Oh god. Nora, no! Exclamation point. End quote. Period. Okay. Well, the grammar shit, so I
Easy.
feel better. terrible is all he says. Living the dream. Every huntsman in the world has aura. Yes.
Except the ones that don't?
Except for the huntsman that is known as John Ark.
Is this gonna be some fucking Izuku shit?
It's probably going to be some sort of Izuku shit. After barely passing initiation and being named the leader of Team Misfit, including an adult Faunus, a former Fall Maiden, and Ren and Nora. So, 5 people. Okay. John's now trapped in his dream school with no aura and a dwindling chance of ever getting it. A humor action comedy story.
That would be the kind of thing where, cool, you don't have aura. You're a complete liability to your team. We'll get you aura real fucking quick.
Yeah, just give him aura. I mean, like, you show up to combat class and you get selected to do combat. And then they look at your aura and it shows 0. Or, you're practicing with someone and they hit you really hard expecting you to have aura and they chop your arm off instead.
And you died.
Or you're doing your runs, your gym class of the day, and you're slower than everyone else and can lift not as much as
Mr. Ark,
anyone
why can you not
else.
run a 5-minute mile? Oh god, I don't know. Well, are you using your aura to help you run a 5-minute mile? What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like there's. Oh, he also can't use dust without aura. So it's like, hey class, today you're going to be learning how to use dust. Except for John.
John, you're running a few extra miles.
Like, Professor Ark was funny because the scenarios that were concocted were a series of dominoes falling on the Rube Goldberg machine of misunderstandings. That's funny. Tanya, a series of misunderstandings. Funny. The misunderstandings being funny, however, is dependent on the person being competent in what they're doing. And I don't mean competent in what they're doing in terms of, oh, this person's a skilled sniper. Competent in what they're doing of, they killed their target, right? Jar Jar Binks flopping around with a droid attached to his leg, firing wildly, ended up killing 5 other droids around him. It's funny. Because he was competent.
But he's completely incompetent.
He's competently incompetent, yes.
He's so incompetent, he loops back around to being a danger to everything around him.
Exactly. Tanya being very competent, but not understanding how other people interpret her actions, assuming that everyone is interpreting the actions the same way she is, and therefore ending up in worse situations because her competency is causing issues of being too competent.
She totally intended to do this. Tanya, wait, what?
Yeah, Tanya clearly planned it. What? No? Huh?
What? Yes, I planned that.
Those are funny. Ainz even has funny incompetent competency misunderstanding cycles going on. Most of the time, usually, sometimes.
Most of the time. Maybe.
But the shared traits of all of these characters, even fucking hell, I'll even pull out Ron Stoppable here.
Oh shit.
Good old lovable Ron
He's the
Stoppable. Ron Stoppable was competently incompetent, and then he was incompetently competent, and then he was competently competent, and then he was incompetently competent again. But he was a good character, he was funny, and he was enjoyable because how they framed his incompetence was different. I'm not going to say each time, but it was different. Like, oh, this time he's incompetent because he needs to handle something that, you know, he kind of just slept in class over. Like, he didn't think he would ever need to use that in real life, so he kind of slept during that class, and now he needs to use it in real life, and he doesn't know how to do it, so he's in a pickle. That's kind of funny.
He just yells KP in like terror until he knows how to fix it.
You know, and that's funny. You know, him becoming competent because he is starting to learn how to fight and he's getting fitter, and then he overestimates himself. Incompetently competent. Funny. You know, that's all funny, and he does always have situations that end up either bailing him out in the end or getting him into the situation again and then bailing him out in the end. And it's
Also,
not
somehow seducing Shigo.
that too.
He basically seduced like half the characters of the fucking show.
Yes. To be fair, though, to that show's credit, a earnest guy who is trying really hard, actually kind of successful, does actually get you pretty far.
Yes.
I mean, it sort of helps he has the monkey kung fu, but yeah.
I mean, the monkey kung fu came way later, bro.
What are you talking about? He had monkey kung fu in like episode 7.
What?
Are you high?
He had.
He didn't get Monkey Kung Fu until like a movie, bro.
What? No, he had that shit beforehand. He just didn't know how to fucking use it.
No, he had to get a fucking magic.
They had the fucking like statues with Monkey Fist that when he first appeared.
I'm sorry, what? I don't. What are you talking about again?
I'm gonna
Ron?
need a sauce on this, my dude.
I'm pretty sure you guys talk about Ron Stoppable because I have tuned this conversation out.
Hold on,
Okay,
hold
yeah,
on.
right fucking here. But until the series finale, has little control or knowledge on how to use it.
I mean, he had it and was sort of using it, and then just didn't know how to fucking use it.
No,
so.
literally, there is enough. Bro, he uses the mystical monkey powers of the Monkey Fist 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times in the entire series before the finale.
Could have sworn he used it more.
No,
No.
dude,
Okay.
it was this thing that like it was sort of teased, yes, but like.
Okay, he definitely first got it when he fought Monty Fist. Or fucking Monkey. I hate the naming sometimes. Oh my god.
I'm not
fucking
saying
fought
you're
him.
wrong. I'm saying it was like never an active thing of what he was doing. He
Let's
wasn't
see.
zipping about monkey fisting, bro.
That's true, I guess.
He spent the vast majority of his time as a lovable but completely incompetent buffoon who occasionally succeeded and, more importantly, was honest and earnest and constantly trying. And guess what? Shigo saw absolute loyalty from a guy who treated the girl pretty good, and she said, "Damn, I want to get me some of that."
Hey, don't remember that. Hold on a minute.
Like, that's how he got Shigo.
He didn't get... Huh? Are you talking about...
Well, is that the green girl?
Wait a minute, what are you saying that Ron got Shigo? What?
He doesn't know, Sneaky. He doesn't know.
Is there a meme I'm missing? Is there a meme? Is this a meme? Is this a bit?
I've never seen Kim Possible.
Okay, so yeah, okay. A Stitch in Time. Ron doesn't get the monkey fist until fucking episode 34.
Bull fucking shit. No, monkey. What?
Monkey Fist shows up in episode 3, 14, 27, and then a bunch of other episodes, but he doesn't get it until A Stitch in Time. Ron doesn't get it until A Stitch in Time.
Swore he got it earlier because he was training in the mountains and was using it.
No!
Yes, A Stitch in Time. Full monkey and exchange. Bro, you're compressing time, okay? Also, all I have to say to that fucking picture is, do you feel like a hero yet, Ruby?
Oh god.
That's a real do you feel like a hero yet?
Big oof.
Lol. Oh.
Anyway.
It's terrible. Let me rephrase that. It's well done.
Yes.
However.
Yes. Masterfully done, Tension. Well done. But yeah, point being is that I really hate the Adam Sandler branch of comedy stories where dumb shit happens to incompetent people, and despite them being incompetent at it, it gets resolved anyway through a series of incredibly stupid events. Yeah, post it to the subreddit. Do it.
Yes, do it.
Inflict sand damage.
Yeah, but you have to post that obviously without the little Reddit tag, but post that to the Reddit with the post title being like, "Do you feel like a hero yet, Ruby?"
Also, can you remove that SCSH bullshit?
No, that's from the scene. That's the scene tags and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like a hero yet? Post that. I want to see the let's see. The dialogue looks to be passably stupid. The author is incompetent. What the fuck do you mean napalm strike? All he had to do was find a radio to call in a napalm strike on the Mega Grim. Why would you need to get a radio to call napalm in? Wouldn't they be able to just do a flyover and hit it with napalm? I mean, it's not like it's a fucking Beowulf hiding in a tunnel in the middle of a forest. I'm pretty sure a Mega Grim is a little bit more obvious. I don't have a Reddit account. Someone do it for me. No way you don't have a Reddit account. That's a fucking lie.
You make porn for money. You definitely have a Reddit account.
You 100% have a Reddit account.
I don't have a Reddit account.
Well, that's because you're 70.
I should probably get one.
Well, okay, first of all, you don't make porn for money. You get paid money and promise porn.
Wow. Anyway,
Damn.
you were saying, Atin?
Second of all, no, you're like 70, so yeah, you don't have a Reddit account. But you should.
Yeah, I should probably advertise on Plebit.
I actually don't post my porn to Reddit. I mean, that's a good choice, but you know.
Anyway,
Doesn't mean we're not going to make fun of you.
Yes, it is. However, Three Sons Rise. Nearly 20 years after graduating Beacon Academy, Tai Yang Xiaolong sees 3 daughters attending Beacon Academy. What the Okay, I would actually like to see a story of Tai Yang being like raising 2 daughters. Everyone keeps talking about his 3 daughters. He just has to spend all his time being like, what the fuck do you mean 3 daughters? Who's the
Who's
third
the
one?
third?
And he's got he's like calls Ruby. How you doing, Ruby, at the academy with your sisters?
Looks at hand.
Yang and
It's like looks at hand to see which one it's talking about.
apparently it's taboo to promote yourself. Yeah, that's why I never did it on myself on Reddit. With this
It's taboo.
podcast.
Post your own shit.
Yeah.
That depends on the subreddit, to be honest.
Some subreddits are specifically self-promotional, but most subreddits don't like it when you post your own stuff.
Oh,
that's fucking
I
dumb.
only look at the subreddits where it's like, oh, well, if it's your own stuff, put sources in, and if you're posting someone else's stuff, you better put sources in or else.
Um,
Like,
but-
the Gunpla subreddit is pretty much nothing but self-promotion. As you're
Oh,
showing
man.
off your stuff more often than not.
Yeah. Yang Xiaolong, Ruby, and Oreo Branwin.
Excuse you?
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Excuse you.
The story follows the three sisters as poor fucking Yang. You know, she's got two half sisters. Her mom's a whore.
Well,
No.
As they make their way through Beacon in life, despite having different mothers and different ages, the sisters will face things as one. Yeah.
You know, it is
Mom's a
possible that
whore.
they decided to gender bend Crow for this.
Oof.
Oh shit! Wait, you're right. He, his team, and their mothers meant. Yeah, Crow might be the third mom.
Oh no.
Oh,
What-
no.
What's the name of that story?
Three Suns Rise.
Oh boy, I kind of
Triplet
feel like I
spawn,
need to
throw no wait.
check this real quick.
Yeah, I'll post it here. I can't believe Atin's missing out on this amazing content.
I'm pretty sure he's happy he's missing out on this amazing
Oh,
content.
he
I'm gonna be
misses
real
out
with you.
on like half to 3/4 of the stream, anyways.
I actually keep the worst parts of the stream for him, and then we get to have fun when he leaves.
I would.
Well, like I said, he's not paying attention half the time, I think.
I know. The entire team, Ty? Fucking seriously, Ty?
Of course he would.
He would. Don't forget, the community has got the meme from Tai Xiaolong of any holes the goal.
Bruh, man slept this
God.
whole team.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I was right, wasn't I? It's
Yeah, it's Crow.
Jenna
Yeah.
Bent Crow.
Yeah.
I like that review is like, I doubt she's stickers like, no. No, see, here's the thing. Crow wouldn't stick around for very long periods because of her semblance, or because of the semblance, but would absolutely try to be as much of a force in their life as possible.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Crow values family way too highly to just up and abandon them. Like,
It's hilarious. Crow got family values.
stay away for periods of time due to missions and semblance, sure. Completely abandon them like Raven did? No, I can't see that. I really can't.
So Crow got all the family values, but has the semblance that forces him to stay away. Raven, on the other hand, has no family values, but has the semblance that lets her see her family anytime she wants.
Yep. Which, does make an interesting dichotomy between characters, and as yet another example of character assassination.
Only another.
Apparently Oreo is a coward and a scaredy cat.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But then she does a bunch of team attacks with Ruby. And then Oreo destroys the shop and starts tripping around.
I wonder what the age difference is.
In her mind, a gold and black coin flipped into the air. And then it landed gold face up. Oh, her semblance is having good or bad luck.
Mm,
You know, I'll give the author this. If you make it an active, like she has to make a choice to activate and it flips the coin, that would be okay. But making it a passive is, it's about as
Well, I mean, from
kinda
what I'm
lazy
trying to
as
read into
Steve.
this, it looks like she activates the coin flip, but then just has to live with the
the consequences.
consequences.
If that's how it is, that's fine. I'm totally cool with that as like the semblance Crow's kid ends up with. Like, all right, you get to flip the coin, awesome, but you can't change the result. Ah, fuck.
yeah,
No,
but
we
semblances
do.
aren't heritable except the Snee semblance, so it shouldn't fucking matter.
Which, honestly, I firmly maintain that the Schnee semblance shouldn't be heritable either, but because they have such a rigid childhood structure for the Schnees, the Schnee kids, they end up being, air quotes, heritable by changing their personality and shit.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty fine interpretation of it.
But either way, why would the kid, like, I don't know, I just find it really stupid because it's like, if you have semblances be heritable, that means you're gonna have the same shit that My Hero Academia would have to cover, which is quirks are heritable. Your dad having a fire quirk and your mom having a fire quirk means the kid's gonna have an even stronger fire quirk. But if the dad has like a fire quirk and the mom has an ice quirk, then the kid might end up with ice or fire ice.
You may end up with a 18-year eugenics experiment conducted by the world's #2 hero.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like, if you're really gonna sit
That's
here,
really funny because
that got outlawed supposedly, but that was outlawed on a world where there isn't imminent death in the form of an endless army of hyper killing machines. And you're really gonna sit here and tell me that semblances are heritable, but we're not gonna be breeding that shit?
Oh, reading it.
I still find it weird that they made 2 semblances based around luck, because it's like this doesn't really reflect a soul.
No.
This is a nebulous concept, which means you're also not interested in the concept of fate as a manifestation.
Yeah.
Like fate can be physically manifested by
Yeah.
acknowledging this. You have unironically made Crow and I think the other dude's name was Clover. They're technically like on a
Gods.
conceptual scale, 2 of the strongest beings, second only to the brother gods,
Yeah.
because their semblances directly interfere with a nebulous concept.
Yep. I mean, not only that, I mean, you have fucking what's her face, Miss I'm Immortal for 1 minute.
Oh, the crocodile?
Yeah.
TikTok. I think her name was actually Talk.
Yeah, Talk or something.
guys, it's a hook reference. Get the reference.
Well, look, I'm fine with the references. Like, so, this is the problem, right? So I'm. You might want to make it readable.
Oh, good. I didn't notice that he had drawn some fingers around Weiss's waist for the weeb.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't draw more tired circles on the other girl's eyes.
A, tomboy crocodile faunus. B, yeah, you might want to put the text, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's readable. Yeah, that's fine. When we end this stream, I will post whatever you have. But I'm not comfortable with having semblances be heritable in any fashion in the show, and then not have that be a world affecting thing.
Rooster teeth.
You can say Rooster Teeth, but as far as I am aware, Ruby Rose got her Rose semblance from her mom. It's just Ruby's was speed, and Summer's was teleportation, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if they ever actually told us what Summers was specifically. We've always assumed it was Rose related due to imagery that Monty chose.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was ever confirmed. It may have been confirmed in
We
like
don't
Word of
know.
God material.
Yeah, I think they did say it in Word of God.
Nope. There's no mention on the wiki.
Really?
And you know how the Ruby fandom has been with the wiki until like volume 9.
Damn. That's
The
crazy.
only named thing here is the weapon,
Okay.
which is apparently called Sundered Rose.
Lame.
Yeah, it's a
Whose
Yeah,
weapon?
Summers.
Summer's weapon is
Oh,
called
yeah, there you go.
Sundered Rose.
Yeah.
yeah, which makes sense for the character from a meta perspective, but why would Summer call her weapon that?
See, that's a good point, Phoenix. That would be a very interesting character quirk for Salem. In that the reason why a lot of her plans fail is that her time scale is on a time scale of an immortal. And she'll be like, yes, soon this will be implemented. And then this will happen. Except soon was 80 years, and actually everyone that the plan would work on is dead now. Also, yes, I brings up a good point. Why did you black bar the bottom with a sensor bar instead of fucking removing it? I will never forgive Rooster Teeth for denying us hot Latina Reaper. True.
Right.
Real. Yeah. Also, yeah, wasn't her powers some sort of like time stop shit? Well, what was it?
Maria's?
No, it was
no control
reflexes.
reflexes.
Oh yeah, reflexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She names it. They apparently named it preflexes.
So precognition.
No.
No, she just has amazing reflexes whenever she's looking at something.
Yeah, like she has hyper awareness.
She is the Sharingan, and she needs Ruby's eyes.
Well,
Spider sense.
technically she's got a really crappy version of the Renegon, because she can also react to things that are outside her field of vision.
And no, I thought she needed to look at it.
No. She doesn't. No, she doesn't have to be. She doesn't have to be aware of it. She's able to react to things that are outside her field of vision.
So she has spider sense.
But but the problem was that they took her eyes specifically so she couldn't use her semblance anymore.
No.
I thought it was because she was a silver-eyed warrior.
Well, no, they got her eyes because she got a lucky hit. It's because her
She's also a silver-eyed warrior.
Yeah, but weren't they trying to target her eyes purposely?
I don't remember much about that one.
I think that was kind of a last-ditch strike from Talk.
Yeah,
she
I
died
thought
not
they
long
were
after.
Kill her specifically because she was a silver-eyed warrior.
I mean,
yeah, she was a silver-eyed
she
warrior.
was. Yeah.
No, I know she was silver-eyed, but I don't remember if Talk was.
It says she's a Salem associate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Talk was sent to kill her.
Talk's Wikipedia
then,
says she's Salem dog.
A previous affiliation, Salem's Inner Circle. I refuse to believe that someone like Talk.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
didn't know
bullshit.
that until I saw the wiki post. So
well,
I don't.
They let Tyrion in, so
Yeah.
Okay, but Tyrion is like hyper fanatical, and is literally just built different in every way that matters for combat.
Tyrion's just built different.
Like, doesn't care about the pain. Has no fear of death. is hyper fanatical and loyal to the big bad, yeah, if I was a villain, I'd probably keep him in the inner circle too. If only to make sure that he's not killing the other people I need him to not kill.
Fucking Tyrion over here being like, you don't feel pain because of your semblance. I don't feel pain because pain is weakness leaving the body. We are not the same.
You fool,
No,
you merely
no,
adopted the
Felix,
pain. I was born into it.
if Maria had Ultra Instinct, that fight would have gone very differently. She'd still have her eyes, for example.
Yeah.
Oof.
Don't forget what they took from us. Hot Latina Reaper who dual wielded scythes.
Oh, don't forget, she kept her sides loaded with gravity dust.
Yeah, that actually
Fuck,
made
not
it
forget
badass.
Imagine if we had that as a teacher instead of.
Imagine
the
if we had
Yoda
this
one.
as a main character.
Right?
I'm going to say I don't want that because they'd screw it up.
Oh, absolutely,
They'd screw it
100%.
up, yeah.
Not without
Yeah, no,
doubt, yeah,
reminder.
obviously.
A
I don't
reminder
know
that some
why
of
they
the
didn't
best
just like.
written characters in Ruby are the best written because they were only there for an episode and a half at most.
Story of the Explorer really changed over the years. Find me the gravity dust. Can you see it?
God fucking damn
Oh,
attention.
no. I like it.
Mm, I don't know about that one.
Yes.
I don't know about that one.
It's great.
That advertisement might be a mistake.
Get a flock of
Hey, I
fucking
mean, we'll
monkeys.
get the flock of people that we've always wanted, huh?
The flock of cows?
Suddenly, Sneaky is invited to join the hags in the VTuber agency.
Oh no, whatever will I do?
Oh no! Question mark! Exclamation.
Honestly, I firmly stand by this. I think the VTuber agencies would benefit massively running a news channel
Yes.
about VTuber news. Like, you don't have to make it about real news at all. You can just be like,
Oh,
yesterday, blank played blank. Here's a funny moment. Here's the top clipped moment from yesterday's stream of blank.
yeah.
Boom.
There's a couple indie VTubers that do that.
That do that.
One
Their
of them-
entire thing, and they're fucking super
Yeah.
popular. They got like 300, 500k follows on just doing the fucking VTube news.
Yeah. One of
Like
them
Rev.
one of them made it on the Iron Mouse's show
Yeah.
at one point, which got him way more to the public eye than he had expected to ever be.
Yeah,
As well.
false ID, right?
I think so. Robot Avatar,
Oh, no.
TV Fur Face.
No.
Oh, there's a second one then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course there's a second, but that was the
There's
one
a
that
second
I first
VTuber.
found.
Sir, there's been a second VTuber.
Another boat has hit another bridge.
Oh,
I
God.
called it.
Sir, Chippa has killed a second Walmart.
Oh,
I-
Jesus
It's
Christ.
so cursed.
That's
I've-
so cursed.
I've never seen or heard of this one before.
Yeah.
That's his April Fool's skin.
What the fuck is that?
Wait,
It's
no, hang on a second.
An April Fool's skin.
A My Little Pony skin.
Why was
I was
this
gonna
the
say, that
only
looks
gif
like
of
the
him?
This looks like the cursed
Oh,
image.
yeah, no,
This is the
False ID
cursed
is the
icon.
one.
Oh, it is the
yeah,
robot guy? Okay.
Yeah, this is the avatar that I'm used to. I first saw him in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's gotten a little bit of an update. Not the My Little Pony one, but he's gotten a little bit of an update since then.
If it's the human one,
Yes.
should have stuck with the Robo thing. That was
Creative and original, yes.
a very neat little gimmick he had.
Yeah. But yeah. False ID. But yeah, no, it's just like these companies could like fucking like top super chat, funniest super chat, your best super chat this is the best super chat segment of yesterday, where we read the best super chats that were the funniest, and oh my god, wouldn't you want your super chat to be read on the fucking VTuber news? Like, bro, am I the only fucking one that sees the sheer economic potential of this?
Let me spend more money on more super chats to get my shit read on the VTuber news.
Yeah, exactly.
I shall advertise on this VTuber news.
Yeah, literally, hey advertisers, here's our VTuber news. It's our highest pop grossing view count segments of the day. Do you want to advertise on our best segment compilation? Like, come on. That is easy money. That is, like, they're literally shoving money into your pocket before you could even finish.
I can see the dollars coming in.
So yeah, I just don't know why they don't run a news channel for each of the.
Because they're idiots.
This is what I'm saying. People need to fucking pay me, and I will tell you exactly how to make shit buckets of money. All you have to do is actually listen to me.
Which is, in and of itself, is a very difficult thing to do.
Apparently, like I said, there's a reason why I made my name Apollo's Fool, because apparently that's what I am. I am sitting here gifting onto you divine knowledge of how to make money, and everyone's like, nah, don't listen to Sneaky, he's mean.
To be fair, you don't exactly make yourself someone nice to talk to 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I can absolutely be someone nice to talk to 90% of the time.
I have watched in real time someone give you advice and you tell them to fuck off.
Yeah. They weren't paying me.
Oh my god.
Look, there's a massive difference between my attitude you get for free and the premium track, okay?
Whoa, so you're saying it could be better if we paid for premium here?
Yes.
Yeah, this has been Sneaky's thing for as long as I've known him.
So how much do I need to pay you for you to be civil in Dota?
For you? Whew. $20 a game.
Fuck you. You can pick up. You can go to hell.
You will pay me half an expansion per game.
Do it once just to see how it turns out.
I'll pay you a fucking dime and you'll like it. Fuck you. If at all.
Eat a dick.
No.
Sneaky is basically an OnlyFans, but with niceness. I mean, yeah, effectively, I guess. I mean, hey, look. I have one of the highest happiness ratings on my team. With nearly every happiness rating I get is accompanied with additional comments of, he's so nice, he's so patient, he's so helpful. Because I know how to be all of those things. I just can't be fucked to do it for you.
So you're saying we see the real Sneaky.
No. Me being generally nice to people, I can be generally nice to people I don't even know in real life.
Bullshit. We call that a customer service mask.
We get
No, even when I'm not
mostly
being paid.
unfiltered Sneaky is what we get.
Yeah, unfiltered. I would say
yes.
more or less, yeah. Yeah, you get friend Sneaky, where I don't have to worry about anyone ever taking offense to anything I say in a manner that would negatively affect me.
Fair.
Yeah, exactly. Now I will say, not on PC. I'm very on PC even when I'm kind. Okay.
He doesn't use certain words when he's being a little bit more.
I'll just not use the gamer words, but I will still very kindly tell you to kill yourself.
The Sneaky you're seeing now is not the true Sneaky. He has lowered his power level.
You see, I am ephemeral. I am mysterious. I am an enigma wrapped in bacon.
A lot of funny words to say things that don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Let's see. Anyway, so yeah, Oreo, golden light fades away from Aura. The time had run out. Her good luck is gone. Her she activates her aura again, and the coin flips again, and then it lands on black, and she's enveloped in a black aura, and then she gets teleported randomly by being thrown through the wall for no clear reason. And then when she's trying to gain her bearings, someone runs into her.
That sounds so dumb.
Okay, so what I'm understanding from her good luck, bad luck thing is that bad luck causes bad things to happen to everyone, and good luck causes good things to only happen to her. But technically speaking, because bad things are happening to everyone, like, say, Neo being intercepted by Oreo being thrown through the wall randomly, it's like good luck, but only at a 1/10 level for her. So it's like bad luck, she gets thrown through a wall and right into a new enemy who's stronger than her. But good luck is that she intercepted the enemy and took them by surprise. So it's just like this is what I'm saying. Like the bad luck, good luck shit. You really don't want to be throwing that into your narrative. Because then you have been like moments of like, oh, well, why isn't the bad things always happening? Or, oh, okay, so they know how the bad things happen. Does that mean they know how to start countering it? It's like, yes, they do. Okay, so then it's negated. Okay. Oh, they have a good luck semblance, so they're blessed with good luck. Okay, so does that mean all good things always happen to them? Yes. Then why does he die in this scene? Because
We didn't know how to kill him normally.
it's good luck that he ends his characterization here and prevents Rooster Teeth from ruining him further?
That is good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, if your choices are between dying here to a bullet in the head or dying 5 minutes later to the cannibals eating you, then yeah, I'll take the bullet.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just I don't like narrative affecting powers generally, because it becomes a question of why can't they use it always? Can they negate the effects? Blah blah blah. If they're just coming into the power set, it becomes a very lame power set, because then it's like, oh no, he was gonna lose, but then his bad luck aura occurred and the guy tripped, and then he won.
So it's domino.
Yeah, where it just comes very stupid, where it's like either the problem is that these sorts of powers of fate and time and shit like that, they either become irrelevant or broken.
Usually broken.
And yeah, usually the answer is broken because the author who came up with the idea doesn't want to let go of the idea being used. So they force the character to have this get stronger because they want the thing to be relevant. And then it just turns out that it's just broken as shit. And so now the character has to either have minimal screen time, or it has to be irrelevant 99% of the time unless they want something cool to happen and they don't have a way to justify it. Which is lame. Especially if it's the main character with those powers. For example, I'm reading a fanfic right now of Fate Apocrypha, where random main character isekai'd into the war as the third faction. He is using the Rule 34 CYOA instead of the waifu catalog it became. He's super overpowered. Super overpowered. Blah blah blah. But one of the problems I have with it is that he spent a whole bunch of points starting off the story with time and space magic. He is now currently done the Fate Apocrypha arc. Do you want to know how many times he's used time and space magic in the entire story so far?
Once.
0. He is a dragon of time with the full dragon heritage tree unlocked of time with time and space magic. He has used time and space 0 times. Reinhardt.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep, he's Reinhardt from RE0. Yep. That one.
That's fucking dumb.
Yep. Just never used it at all, ever. And it's just like, okay. The only spells he has used was a laser beam, which was electricity. He's made seats out of earth magic, and he used water magic one time to heal himself. Yeah, he went to a Kingda kill, yeah. I just started that section, so I can't talk about what happened in that. I don't actually know. I think he's going to Fire Emblem Awakening first. But like I said, I haven't gotten to the section. I'm at the section where he's currently leaving the planet, like right before he chooses the next world. It's just been really mild. Like, it's not a terrible story. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the grammar is fine. The spellings and all of that's fine. The dialogue is fine. The plot is fine, I guess. It exists. I'm currently reading a RE0 story where Subaru is the reincarnation of Yawatch from Bleach. Despite its very middling writing, it's carried by the fact that he is an interesting character. I mean, that's kind of how it goes usually. What's this here? Just saw a new wormfic of a PHO story. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fast is Poster getting assassinated? Alright, let's take a look here. Slaughterhouse 9. A group of roaming villains, blah blah blah. They're a group of cowards that convince their lives have meaning in a world that doesn't care. They're overgrown children. You're wrong. Let me disperse the gift of knowledge. Blah blah blah. Lore about them. Jacob was able to kill blah 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 thanks to Harbinger, aka fucking just name drops Number Man. Also, a hearty fuck you to Kurt for convincing him to be a mass murderer while you fucked off to be a banker. Jack actually has thinker powers that he doesn't know about, and it's the most broken thing in the world that allows him to manipulate capes. So I'm going to post this online and inform him that he basically has a master ability for capes.
Yeah, not the brightest bulb in the box.
Okay. It allows him to predict and influence them, which explains a lot how Edgy Teenager This means he's virtually blind to the actions of non-powered people, and basically anyone can just go kill him. Yeah, this dude's getting fucking deleted. If not by the Slaughterhouse 9, then by Contessa. It's like a 12.
OP's got blind spot.
You're right. I mean, even then, the problem is they can just order Dragon to find him.
He was hiding behind 7 proxies, Sneaky.
She's an AI.
He was hiding behind 8 proxies.
Oh, that makes all the difference now.
Yes.
Hollywood be like, you're gonna have a race to see who can kill him the fastest. My money is on Ziz.
Oh, you had no bet.
Maybe.
She was hovering over his house while he typed it. What are you talking about?
Body slam, elbow, Endbringer's elbow. He's about to be JFK'd. You know what would actually be funny? If you had, like, fucking Jack Slash teleport in, Contessa teleports in, Ziz blasts through the ceiling, everyone's trying to kill him simultaneously.
Rainbow Six Siege, this motherfucker.
They all wind up fighting each other over who gets to kill him.
And Leviathan with a steel chair!
Ultimately, they all come in. Wait. You're here for
Oh
this
my
one?
god!
Yeah.
He is
Let's
broken
go.
in half.
How the fuck did he even post this without getting killed? Well, see, that's the thing, right? Like, they don't, since he never said cauldron, I mean, maybe it might have slipped in. I feel like, if anything, if I was a shady government organization, I probably would have a list of secret banned words that are included that would prevent the post from being posted. Wait, it
Also,
gets worse? No way!
Just wouldn't allow that to be posted.
Who?
Dragon.
I mean, they would ban it instantly. Probably, because
No,
of
I'm
the
saying she would intercept it as he sent it to the server.
No, she can't do that.
What do you mean?
So, Dragon is, before she gets unshackled, only able to have one instance of attention at a time, which means that if she is being a mod for PHO, she is as effective as a normal person, besides the fact that she doesn't have a sleep time.
So she doesn't get copied on everything coming into the server, have to approve it manually in the, I don't know, 10 milliseconds. She has to look at it and then let it pass through.
That's not how it was set up, no.
Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Oh, proceeds to out the Siberian as well. Wow. Okay, so it just starts to lord up about Manton and how, oh, cauldron formula. All right, we're just gonna okay. Just gonna drop that one. All right. He's beyond 5. Literally every cauldron cape in existence is currently knocking on your door. Strider has teleported into your pants. And then rampaged against his own co-workers of Cauldron, with his nude daughter who's into cannibalism. No, Siberian can no, the Siberian can make him invulnerable. So not only is he fucking wrong, Ziz actually set up a giant domino trap that the second he hits post, a bowling ball is going to fall out of the sky from a plane because the plane's cargo door wasn't shut the whole way because the person was distracted at last second and only half latched it. And because the person who is distracted by his buddy screaming because he dropped another bowling ball on his foot.
Zeus over here playing IRL Mousetrap.
Yeah. So the Siberian can give Manton invulnerability. He's able to affect himself. It's just really obvious if she's carrying him around while doing everything. Like, Scion was actually standing behind him the whole time saying, "Do it, post it."
That would be hilarious.
This is how you shit post.
Oh no.
Yeah, Looney Tunes anvil drop, yeah. Ironic, isn't that? As he follows them in a van, something that the rest of the 9 have apparently never noticed, but I suppose there's no accounting for everyone being stupid. I mean, I've seen a lot of variations of that, and pretty much everyone generally agrees that at least half of the S9 know. Like,
They'd have to.
Jack obviously knows.
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw might know.
She could have enhanced Manton.
Did she enhance Manton?
I thought.
I don't remember if she did or not. I see a lot of Fanon where she has, but I don't remember canon if that was ever said. Fucking
Like, I thought
what's
she
her
enhanced
face?
everyone.
Well, we don't know that. What's her
Shatterbird?
face? Shatterbird would absolutely know, but wouldn't care. Hatchet Face absolutely did not know. Mannequin might have known because he's pretty fucking smart. But anyway, so yeah, so it talks about Gray Boy. Oh, it talks about Dr. Mother. Yeah, I know he's dead. I'm not gonna let this one slide. People deserve to know that Nicholas was a cauldron experiment as well. And they sent him out to infiltrate the Slaughterhouse 9.
Who?
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Who's
Contest
that?
Gray Boy, the time stop bubble guy. That would kill people and put them in a time loop to eternally die.
And Jack completely turned him.
Yeah. Because apparently Contessa did not consider that Gray Boy might be mentally compromised. And because also Gray Boy wasn't able to lie and had to answer every question asked of him. What the fuck did you just post, Tenchu?
Why?
What the fuck? Oh my god, it's awful! Why is Blake also in the worst outfit again? Why is she fat?
Yeah, she and Yang. Oh, it's because they're
both pregnant.
No.
What? What the fuck? What's this here? Oh, he starts replying to people. I am really doubting about this too. I feel if this was true, they would have gone ahead and just told the people who can do something about it. Why dump this sort of thing on the internet? Why? If you knew a bunch of incriminating information about extremely powerful people who could absolutely silence you at a moment's notice by having a whole bunch of different ways to have you commit an elaborate suicide, why wouldn't you just go to their best friends and tell them all about it? Why would you just post it in the town square when everyone could see it? Why wouldn't you keep quiet about this and let the authorities handle it?
Authorities.
The authorities can handle it when they take my gun from my fucking cold, dead hands.
Yeah, the authorities can fondle my balls.
Gargle my nuts.
And so then OP righteously, redditedly, I'm gonna workshop that one. But I need to turn Reddit into a verb, because that's what OP is doing right now.
Redditing.
No, that's like, no.
That's the present tense.
I need adverb. I need an adverb of it. How do you adverb redditedly?
Gaily.
Shut the fuck up, side.
Gily, as in happily, Sneaky.
Yeah, you know no one's gonna take it that way. You mean aside from the fact that I clearly stated there are people on the internet, so there are people in government that have an vested interest in keeping the S9 alive for stupid reasons, and thus would have plenty of incentive to bury everything I post, I'm not gonna play their game. I am flipping the board. Yeah, that's what you're doing, OP. You're flipping the board. Yeah, you.
No, somebody's getting their board flipped.
Yeah, you're really sticking it to him.
Sticking it to the man, buddy.
Yeah, you're doing it. Oh, Jesus Christ. It keeps going. What do you mean there was 75 pages before it was locked? What do you mean there was 75 pages of discussion before it was locked, author?
No. Read it. Read it actually, Sneaky. Look at there. In the page, he's on page 25. It says it's thread locked, and then it keeps going.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To page 75.
Pterodax, Bagrat,
Yeah,
I've already given you guys plenty of information. I have way more information to blow apart the PRT. More is coming. The truth will not be denied.
What did he mean by this?
He's a massive egotist. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of being afraid of him. I want everyone to laugh at him. You shouldn't call him by his pretend name. That's very transphobic of you, author.
Oof! You can't dead name him. He's Jack Slash now.
We're gonna be temporarily locking this thread to sort out what's going on here. I understand that S9 is a rather charged topic. If you're really interested in helping us against the 9, DM us and don't encourage random people to go out and kill them. Thread locked. Oh, he has hacked the website, guys! He's unlocked the thread! He's hacking into UNATCO.
Oh no.
He's hacked the Statue of Liberty.
UNATCO?
Doesn't Dragon run that website directly off of one of her servers?
I think that's Phantom. Pterodax, it's just powers bullshit. I don't think that there's many hackers that can get past Dragon's tech with how much she's running in the back end of things. As for Cauldron, they're very much real, but not as competent as they like to think they are. I'll go into detail in a separate thread. I have a lot to say about them. Contessa. Phoenix posted to say, Contessa, please. There's not much to add. What's already publicly known, otherwise irrelevant to the discussion at hand. I mean, unless you want to know how Jacob forced Riley to trigger by her family, or how Cherry Vazil plans on joining them to get them addicted to her presence. Scratch that. There's something rather important I can think of. Someone go warn Mouse Protector that someone just hired the Slaughterhouse 9 to go put a hit on her. Or warn Ravager that the sudden and obvious betrayal by the 9 is going to result in a face worse than death.
Oof.
Ravager is doing what? Oh. We are requesting you respond to our DMs, please, for the love of God. Alexander.
No.
Any intelligence you can use against the nine would be massively appreciated. We can't stop you from posting, but please, you're causing a public panic. Stop abusing your parahumans by rotating therapists so they never get help. I mean, that's fair. Man, tension's going all out. He was inspired.
Truly. The
Nice.
worst fate for us all.
Thirst traps. He got caught in one.
Anyway, all right. I think I think that's enough for tonight.
I think we need to stop. There's a point that we should have stopped, and it was an hour ago.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will catch everyone on Friday because, of course, there is always more. And